Hey, yo, this is the man right back at you again. 100 grand, right? We're gonna get it in today. I told y'all we're gonna get it in. I might even do another show tonight. Cause I'm excited to be back. So we're gonna see what's popping. I know it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I know y'all normally don't wake up or y'all waking up because it's Friday. And that's right, y'all are going out to these jobs, these JOBS's. Yes, I'm with y'all. Straight bullshit about the amount of money that they paying. The economy fucked up. Everybody got to pay rent. So to my homeowners out there, congrats. Keep it up. But remember, y'all got to keep making more and more and more money. Speaking about money, well, I want to let some more people come on, get up in here at 6 o'clock in the morning. Y'all know what the rule is. The rule is that if I don't have no public participation within an hour, I'm out of here. I know y'all are not used to me being up this early or me even being back, but y'all know how I roll. I typically roll on my own. So let's get some people in here. You know what? Last night I forgot to drop the link early, so let me go ahead and let me get this link in. I normally be on top of things, but I'm gonna go ahead up in here and get this link going and try to post this joint as much as I could because I want to talk to y'all this morning, especially the men. Especially the men. Like I said, this is the men's media network, not for females, and this is not for the faint of heart. See, we do man shit over here. And this is not about this is not for little boys. Well, little boys can listen, but you're gonna grow up today. Now, Kevin Samuels passed away. All in all, I would say roughly he's a good dude. Right? I would say roughly he's a good dude. But we still got the same old issues. So before we get into the topic, right, we want to be able to cover some things about brothers making themselves better. Now, I must congratulate you, brothers, because over the past year, I kind of been at this over the past year. You guys have seemed to do a lot better. You've been listening. You've been listening and you've been doing. Despite how the economy is, you still been making a way. You still have been making a way. You brothers have been out there and been rocking and rolling. A lot of y'all been tricking off a lot of dough. I've been telling y'all. A lot of y'all have reverted to being simps and beta males. Y'all got to stop that old beta male providing bullshit. Y'all got to stop that shit. But that's right. Y'all been doing fairly well though. Been hitting the gyms. You know what I'm saying? Been telling these hoes no. But a lot of y'all dudes been out here getting these baby moms. We got to come up with a term for guys who go out there and go be with another guy's baby mama. Because that dude right there, he's a straight simp. And he thinks that that he's doing some sort of white knighting or some shit. Captain Save a Hoe. Y'all gotta stop doing that. It is not your obligation to save these women. You are not under any, you're not under any type of rule or something like that. There's no rule to say that you have to go out and you have to save this chick when she got 3, 4, 5 kids by other men. There's no rule to say that. So don't feel guilty. Just because she let you smash, that don't mean that you supposed to be going out there taking care of all of another nigga's kids. That's not how it works. I mean, even Trick love the kids, but the whole point is that you don't have to take care of them. I know when you see little boys that don't have no daddies around, it reminds you of a situation you've been in. I know it reminds you of you. But you don't have to take care of them. Now you can become a big brother or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You can go volunteer, to be a big brother or some shit, but you don't have to be their goddamn daddy or their stepdaddy or whoever it is. You don't have to do that. All right? You don't have to do that. So, all questions and comments and everything like that, if y'all want to talk about KS, we can. But if not, I'll give it about the little 10-minute mark because I can't talk long about nothing. But I want to shout out to Wacky, my man Wacky World, my man up in New York. Hey, yo, I appreciate him for what it is that he said last night, right? Yo, Ray, what's happening? Salute to you, Ray. What's good, baby? Let me see. Salute to you. Salute to you. Yo, Ray, man. KS is gone, man. How you feel about that, bro? KS is gone, man. My brother is definitely out of here. Drinking too many of them damn Red Bulls. Y'all better watch that shit. Drinking, what do they got? Bull nuts or something up in there? Something like that? Bull semen? Some shit. Gotta stop drinking that shit. But yeah, so yeah, that's effed up on multiple levels, man. I mean, at least he was. See, I mean, for me, I look at some of the good things that the brother was doing. Yeah, there's a whole host of shit that we can say that was wrong what he did, but I want to pick up on a topic or something that Wacky said when I was listening from the clouds last night. And one of the things that he said was that Kevin Samuel's show taught men to become better men for undeserving women. Being a better man for undeserving women. And I thought about that because I'm like, you know what? That is exactly what he was doing. Because even as a woman here in America, You got to think, right? Like, what makes a woman deserving of your time and of your resources? See, we spend a lot of time as men acquiring resources because that's what we do. And we're damn good at it. Right? If we're motivated, we know how to inject ourselves into society, work together in order to achieve the things that we want, that we need to want. We know how to do that. And we've been doing it very well. And brothers have over this past year. I've seen it step their game up. But the fact of the matter is that the women are still undeserving. So I do want to talk about, what makes a woman deserving? What type of women are deserving? What do they deserve? Okay, so Ray is saying, like, yeah, he was a big, well, was he like a big brother or uncle? I mean, if he was like that to you, I can dig that. But I'm just trying to think, was he like an uncle to me? Or was he like more like a big brother? Not like my big brother, but he's more like my older cousin. Let's see. What you say? These free fails, they don't deserve shit from us men. You know what? So there's two things, because bro, you was making me think this morning, man. You making me think quick on my feet. You know what? I don't know if it's much of a construct that American men like is this something that we just turned out, or and is it for a reason? Like, is this something that this is our own creation, right? Is the way that these women are, is this our own creation? Because you cannot have a nation of complacency. You just can't have that. Right? You just cannot have that. You cannot have a nation of complacent men and women. You got to keep men and women on their toes. Okay? But a lot of these women are burly ass women. You know what I'm saying? And, said man must make them earn every yard. Now check this out. So society now has a workforce of cheap labor. These women out here are basically running the country on the cheap, right? They go to work for purses. No shit. They literally go to work for purses and shoes and dresses and dumb shit. That's what they go to work for. They may get a house, they may get a car, right? But they mainly go to work for their damn self. They don't go to work for nobody else. Oh, I go to work for my kids. No, you go to work for your damn self because you don't go to work for a family. I do have a family. It's me and my kids. Bitch, that is not a family. A family is a man, a woman, and children. That's what a family is. The start of your family is a man and a woman, is a husband and a wife. That is a family. Right, bro. They go to work for glamour. That's cheap as hell. So you got to give it to the powers that be. They educated all of these bras, made sure that they had doctor's degrees and damn near paying them minimum wage. And so what they did was to appease these bras, they raised the minimum wage all the way up to what, $15 an hour. So they raised it maybe $7 more. And now we have college educated people who are basically doing all the fucking work that they had tens of thousands of jobs for just 5 years ago. You got a doctorate degree, master's degree, and you doing customer service for United Healthcare. Out of all that we've taught these women, they went to college to get an MBA to do customer service work and think they the shit. I'm making $20 an hour. Bitch, do you know I was making $20 an hour at 19? At 19, a man should be making $20 an hour. Again, fellas, if you are a teenager fresh out of high school, you should be making $20 an hour. If you're not making $20 an hour, quit that fucking job. Go get a trade. Because that trade will pay you more than $20 an hour coming out as a fucking apprentice. And no matter what trade you're doing. No matter what trade you're doing. Let's say witches that use the tools before them to enhance their bodies with all of that witchcraft to entice men and bending them to their will. And that's the whole point, right? Because men are becoming, in my view, men are becoming a lot better. They're getting better skills. They're getting better abilities, but they're not getting their minds right. Because they are still being mesmerized by booty cheeks. My God, it's just some booty meat. That's all it is. It's plenty of it. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, so hell yeah. I mean, look, there's a new sexy, there is 10,000 new sexy 18-year-olds that just came on the market today. I'm almost certain of it. 10,000 of them, their birthdays is today. So that's 10,000 more bad bitches that you're going to run into in your lifetime, probably. Okay? And you guys are out here like, oh shit, that bitch bad in the motherfucker. Yeah, she's going to be like that for the next 10, maybe 15 years. Maybe even the next 20. And the whole thing is that you motherfuckers is just acting like y'all brains are gone when it comes to that. So when is you Negroes going to start getting some therapy? Now you got to understand, out of these women that's out here, a lot of them is 6s and below. Okay, so you're gonna have to explain. You're gonna have to explain on which level. You know what I'm saying? The message for the brothers to travel needs to be pushed to the max. So, what are you trying to say? Do they need to travel more, or travel less or whatever. And if so, man, what should they be traveling at? Because you got the flow today, bro. It's just really me and you. Oh shit, we got Sugar Bum in the building. Sugar Bum's in the building. Hey, you know how I go, Sugar Bum. I go hard in the paint about your girls. Because see, I'm not that dude. I'm not that dude that wants you to cook and clean. I'm not that dude that need a mama at the house. I'm not that guy. She said I'll be trying it. Yeah. I'm not that dude. Look, I don't sell my soul to females for y'all heating up some food and shit that you can get from Walmart. Oh yeah, she make my dinner. She run my bath water, nigga. I do not need a goddamn a nurse at the house. I don't need that shit. No, we want functioning women. And right now, I don't think, Sugar Bum, that y'all deserve men. I don't think that American women, the modern woman in America, deserves no dick, no attention. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because you're not functional. You're not functional for what men actually need. What do men need? To me, I've been able to analyze three areas. I guess you're trying to say black women deserve luxury and nice things. You have luxury and nice things. You know what you have? Running water in the house, a good roof over your head, and lights on. And you have at least 150 horses outside underneath that hood that's in that car. At least that. So you have luxury and you have nice things. I said most American black women deserve the gallows. Listen, this is the shit that we running into. Right? You think that you deserve nice things. First, what have you done to deserve nice things? Just living? Because if you think about it, think about this for a half a second. Right? Just think about it for a half a second. Go outside. See, this is the problem. Those are basics. No, here's basics. Outside is basic. Outside is basic. Living outside in a fucking forest, that's basic. To have a tent is extra. To have shelter is extra. And this is more of the discount that women do to men. You see, what we've built, they think that that's basic standard. That shit don't come basic standard. And you know when I realized that it wasn't basic standard? When I moved from Chicago to Dallas. Because in Dallas, they didn't have sidewalks everywhere. They didn't have fucking sidewalks everywhere, which tripped me clean the fuck out. Because I seen people walking on grass everywhere. In Chicago, you don't walk on the grass. You walked on the sidewalk. They didn't have lights everywhere down here. See, and this part of the problem, right? She says, I'm fit, feminine, and friendly. Yes. Who gets to decide that? The man. The man gets to decide that. Because I'm going to tell you why. If you notice my list, right? Women who wear hair weave and wigs, they are not fit to be in a relationship. You're not mentally fit. Why aren't you mentally fit? Because you have not learned how not to put shit on top of your head that don't belong there. It's okay to wear a hat. Eventually take the goddamn hat off. A lot of you women put other people, especially sisters, y'all be putting other people's hair in your head. Think about that for a second. These people, they done scrape the hairs off their underarms, off their private parts, and all of this other shit, and y'all put this shit in y'all heads. And then you say you fit to be in a relationship. You're undeserving. Sugar bum gonna make me a burger and bend over my couch. Look, man, that's the bullshit right there, bro. Because you'll have her actually make you some food and you'll stick your dick in this bitch. That's the problem. That's the problem. We gotta stop, man. Listen, man. We have to stop on the base, the surface level shit. Because they're not, we have to really say, like, yo, is these women deserving of our time? Are they deserving of our energy? And according to Wacky, Kevin Samuels, he fucked up. He got a lot of y'all thinking like you should become a better man just to fuck the shit out of a bitch. That's crazy. That's crazy. You don't have to be a better man than that. You can stay being a Pookie and a Ray Ray for these chicks. You don't have to grow up to be a man. You can stay being nothing because these women pretty much are like nothing. It's not just no D. It's even access to our resources. So, like my man Alpha Male Strategies, what he say is AMS. What he say is, yo, no sexual, no, what is it? Sexual attention and non-sexual attention. You get nothing. Because when we give you our attention, what do? We get bad attitude in return. We get bullshit and fuckery in return. That's what men get. What's the upside for a man talking to a black woman? Talking to a sister. What's the upside? What's the upside talking to any of these American bros? What's the upside? Right? What are we looking for? What's the upside? You see this? That's the problem. Look, and I can tell you, we have a lot of sisters thinking like this. A lot of sisters is thinking like this. Yo, a lot of women, a lot of females is taking it. Because a lot of dudes ain't giving it to them. A lot of guys is out here right now being stalked by women and they don't even know it. That's right. The chick that lived next door to you, the chick that's in the same apartment with you, she's stalking you, bro. You best believe it. Because they done had their little fun with all their little gadgets and gadgets and all of this, and they done vibrated themselves to death, and it's not enough. They wants the beef. It's not enough. Sugar Bum, I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Now I'm gonna put your face on there too. Is that cool? I'm gonna put your face on there. And I'm gonna put this exact quote just like this. Auntie, what's happening? Hey, yo, Auntie, man, what's good, man? What's good? I was looking for you last night, bro. The facts. You give them time, money, understanding, patience, and they'll give you their asses to kiss. Exactly. Exactly. Undeserving. They don't deserve it. So when are y'all gonna understand this, man? When are y'all gonna understand this? I mean, because I don't see it. You give them kids, they don't. They give you hell about raising a kid. Look, haven't y'all learned right now that government don't give a shit about the kids going to school no more? Government don't care. Government don't care if your kid get a goddamn education. They just don't. Okay? They is tired of arguing with these sisters and these people up here. You send your kid to school, and goddamn it, the mamas don't do right, the teachers don't do right, and the only thing that they doing is arguing back and forth, and the kids still not getting no education. So you give the women kids. There's no upside to that because now you got to argue. You spend most of your time arguing about raising damn kids, especially in a society where they damn near can get an education by watching TV and being on the internet. Sugar Bum, you don't deserve no dick whenever you want it. You deserve to go dry. Uh, First of all, I don't kiss ass. And see, and that right there is what brothers is gonna. That's the reason why my man Ray was just saying, if you want to kiss a ass, go to Colombia, go to fucking Brazil, go to some other place. Spend money where you will actually have a better time. And it's sad, Sugar Bum, because we can't get y'all the women to see that y'all not even deserving of this shit. Because y'all value system is fucked up. Women value, all right, fellas. I'm going to hit y'all with this again. Women value three things: education, right? Education for themselves, by the way, not for the children, for themselves. So they value education, they value getting money and what money could buy, and they value access to sex. That's it. So if they can get some dick, they'll be fine. If you take one of those three things away, their whole world is fucked up. If you take one of those three things away, the whole value system is fucked up. Auntie says, not when there's no reciprocation, Sugar Bum. Why treat someone well when they'll treat you like shit? Now, men have Give you an example. Auntie. I have seen Auntie grow, grow over time. I've seen them, right? And from what he has done, the work that he has put in, I have not seen one female that was able to come online that I can say, yo, she's A1. Not one. I have not seen one female in this world that say, you know what? Let me introduce you to him. I would not stake my reputation on any female out here to go be with a guy. In the manner in which I'm talking about in terms of having a relationship with. I would not. I would not say, yo, bro, hey, she's a good one. See, and here we go. Women are being treated like carp. Yeah, 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 fellas. Now we're treating the women like fish. The fish that y'all smell like. Let me tell you something. I was hopping in the Uber just yesterday. Get in the car, and the car smells like carp. It was a female, a black female. Car smells like carp. Exactly. Me, nah, no thanks. I'll grab another one. Because I didn't want to hurt the sister feelings and tell her that how car smells like carp. And I'm supposed to refer her to Aunt T. But you open up the door, was the first thing you see. Hair weave all over the goddamn place. So of course her car is gonna smell like carp. Said Coochie be smelling like she got many spirits within her. Yo, car smell like she been releasing some of them spirits. You dig what I'm saying? Smell like she just finished hitting up the hotel, and then she just decided that she's gonna Uber on her way home. Sugar bomb. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll give you $100. You put me on the phone with a good woman. I'll give you $100. You bring a good woman online. See, here's the whole point. The whole point is about this is this. You think that they're good women. You don't get to decide if they're good women or not. We do. There's three things that a woman is good for men. One, entertainment. Two, procreation. And three, enhancing the relationships that he has already built amongst people. The three reasons why she's here. That's a good woman. A woman that cooks and cleans, that's a maid. That's a cook. That's a maid. See, what we're trying to do is give you the intangibles, and you don't want to listen to that. You don't want to listen to the intangibles. I'm trying to show you how to take you from being a girlfriend or a side chick to being married. I know you meant then. Then why are women divorced and said good men? Because they're bad women. That's why. First of all, a lot of guys made a mistake. They married hoes. A lot of these women are hoes, and this is the reason why they're getting a divorce. Because a lot of them are hoes with conscience. They like, I really can't keep doing this to this guy. What is it? He got to be 6 feet, 6 figures, whatever the case may be. And the women, they get that, and they still not happy because in y'all minds you just like, I still want to be a hoe. I still want to go out here and I still want to be a hoe. And this is part of y'all problem. Too many dicks in your life. So no, you're not a good woman. Look, if you want to be a hoe, that's your problem. That's your deal. That's your business, not mine. Not mine. I say ain't no business like hoe business. It sure ain't. So you can go ahead and you can go do that, but you couple that with the fact that you're able to earn, you're able to go to school, you're able to earn your own money, buy your own shit, and you still gonna have access to dick. Look, there's no get right. There's no correction in there. Because that's the formula that you guys are basing your entire life on. And guess what? With that, men are becoming better men to get hoes. Well, a hoe gonna do what a hoe gonna do. Okay, Ray, I see your comment real quick. Hey, put that in the back chat for me. I'll check it out. A hoe gonna do what a hoe gonna do. Look at Kanye West. Kanye West actually sat there and asked Kim Kardashian, you say, look, why do you still feel the need to post naked for post nude for? They already seen your body. They already seen your body. You know what she said? I've been doing this and I'm gonna keep doing it. Next thing you know, this Negro don't even know where his baby birthday party at. Because he married a hoe. Men are the original hoes. You know something? When you have control over the access of the relationship, sure, you can be a hoe. And that's what women are trying to vie for, control over access to relationships. You don't control access to relationships. You only control access to sex. And as you can see that there's plenty of hoes out here willing to give men access to sex. So what makes you different? What's your selling point? Because I take it that every woman out here should at least have a vagina. So what else do you have to market yourself with? Why else is a man becoming a better man for your vagina that he can get anywhere else? And why else would a man become a better man for carp? Shit, get out of here. You got fellas, place better value on yourself. Place better value on yourself. My man Auntie pulling up.
Yo, what up, man?
Let me fix this, bro. Let me
I got feedback or something.
Hold on. Yeah. You might have to go back out and come back in. But I'm about to go ahead and I need to fix this board here too. Because y'all women is out here trying to feed us carp. And it ain't working no more, ladies. It ain't working no more. It just ain't.
We good now?
God damn, nope, it's still the same.
Damn, you sure it's me?
Shit, I'm trying to.
It looks like it's coming on here, bro.
Hold on a second. I'm going to check it out here in a second. Let me check the audio real quick. Okay, go ahead and say something.
We good?
Yeah. I mean, it's saying that the audio is straight, so it must be how it's coming in, the feed how it's coming in.
No, I'm looking at your bubble is popping on the echo.
My bubble is popping?
On the echo, yeah.
Hold on a second. Let's try now.
Yeah, we good now? I think it might have been maybe like YouTube in the background or something. Because I think we good now. Well, never mind.
Because I don't have nothing else open.
Sometimes it'll come if you got if you talking through like you might be talking through a microphone, but you got the sound coming out of speakers. Well, I think we good now. Unless you're on mute. Hold up. Oh, testing.
Hate this shit.
I think we might be good.
Let me see. Try now.
Yeah. Testing.
Go ahead, fire away, bro.
Yeah, I think we good, bro. But here's the deal, man. I'm dead ass serious about that shit, man. I feel bad. All of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels passing and shit. It might have. I mean, I don't have nothing to say about that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I try to at least, you know, let the dead be identified before you just talk shit. You know, I always said one thing, and I never made that a secret. Whether you agree with what the fuck that man's saying or not, the reason why that man getting backlash, it ain't because of what he's saying. It's because he's a black man that's saying it.
Right.
And as far as society is concerned, unfortunately, especially these women, they're like, nah, motherfucker, keep your opinion to yourself. But in the meantime, they have no problem calling the motherfucker short, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Short, asshole, undesirable, fucking old, whatever the fuck they want to call a motherfucker. They can just tell you your expectations are fucking out of hand. You know? You'll never get that fucking Instagram model or whatever the fuck it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as a fucking black man tells them that they can't get what the fuck they want, all of a sudden all hell broke loose. Something's wrong with this motherfucker. These motherfuckers are not used to being told they fucking wrong.
But check this out though, right? Do you think that people are in America are just used to black men being slaves for them?
Yeah. I said this on a panel the other day. Black men have been the mudsill of this fucking society ever since its inception. You know, somebody told me that shit a long time ago, and it's real. They said, man, the story of Jesus Christ is nothing but the story of the black man in America.
Of the black man in America.
And I was like, I can't even argue that shit.
Now, but Wacky brought it up though. Wacky said, KS, man, what he did was he was trying to make better men for undeserving women.
And that's the truth. That I can agree with, because that's what the man. Look, let's keep it a buck. And I'm glad I'm over here, because I can go on a fucking rant around this goddamn space, because I was thinking about this shit too. Don't come with that bullshit, sugar bum, as far as niggas wanting to be victims. The thing is, at some point, motherfucker just wanted to be heard. Ain't nobody saying the motherfucker being victimized and none of that shit, because I'll be real as fuck with you. Once I feel like I'm the victim, motherfucker, I'll turn my goddamn, whoever the fuck my damn perpetrator is, whoever my fucking assailant is, into the fucking victim. And we know goddamn well ain't nobody trying to do that shit to y'all. So, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can just go under attack on y'all. Y'all just feel as though you're being attacked because a motherfucker telling you the goddamn truth. That's the lack of fucking accountability that people don't want to fucking deal with. But at the same time, we understand. I know I understand, which I've always said this. Most of these issues are not gender specific, and they're fucking not. You know what I'm saying? The problem is, and we even see this shit in these goddamn spaces. The problem is when men want to fucking, you know what I'm saying? When women want to come up and fucking tell dudes, hey man, this is where you're wrong, this is where it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This is where you're wrong and you're fucked up. They just let y'all fucking do it. They just let y'all do it. And when a motherfucker goes into their fucking spaces saying that same shit, then all of a sudden they get blocked, banned, silenced. Like I said, and that's no different. That's a microcosm for what the fuck's going on in the world.
Boom, sugar bomb.
You
know? And see,
that's my point. So that's what you got. Even in this goddamn space, you got a lot of perpetrating bullshit. And that's why the fuck I haven't been around like that. That's why it's been tough to fucking find me. All right? Because this is bullshit. This is bullshit. I thought the co-ed space shit was real. I thought that shit could work. I thought this shit was some real ass fucking shit, man. That's the goddamn truth, man. Nobody give a fuck about it. Or if they do, it's very few people in this motherfucker that actually care about getting the fucking conversation going. You got some motherfuckers in this bitch acting, you know what I'm saying? Acting like they understand where you motherfucking coming from. But you see where they motherfucking true colors are as soon as you call them out on their bullshit.
So sugar bomb, see, this is how we know that you're not listening. You're not listening. These guys out here have become better men for black women, and you're still not fucking listening. Look.
Bro.
Okay.
Hey, you don't respond well? Go ahead, brother, man. My bad.
Women are hypergamous by nature, which is fine. It's fine with me, right? But the issue with me and women is just like the utter fucking stupidity.
Bro, I believe exactly, bro. I'm a firm believer in, bro. You get more bees with honey, bro. So as far as y'all have to play nice with women, you can't come off angry and mean. No, you cannot. But what the fuck? What about how do you have to play with men? You can't come off rude, disrespectful, condescending, and ignorant. And when I say ignorant, meaning to totally ignore what the fuck he has to say or how he feels. When they tell you that their goddamn feelings are what are important, you know what I'm saying? They kind of dictate the entire day. When a man says, "Damn, man, I'm feeling kind of fucked up today, man."
But check this out, though.
It
goes all the way back to the playground when we was kids, right? You know, don't hit her. Don't hit her, right? Remember how you just, you go hit a chick, hit a girl because you like her, whatever, right? Boys don't supposed to hit girls, right? And I'm not saying that even as men it's cool to hit. What I'm talking about is this: how the boy feels when the girl hits the boy. You did what I'm saying? The boys are supposed to take the shit.
Yeah, you're just supposed to take it.
And nobody never taught the fucking girl how to deal with the fucking boy. That's the problem.
No, but on top of that, if you just keep taking that shit and you keep taking that shit and you just keep taking that shit, you get treated like a bitch.
Right. And that is what
I ain't talking about getting treated like a woman. I'm talking about getting treated like a bitch. Okay?
Guys who've been taught how to be treated.
No.
And you say that you don't respond anger to rage. You don't respond well.
There's only one thing I know of in fucking in history, documented goddamn history. All right, that responds well. You know what I'm saying? To being whipped, and yeah, to being whipped and beaten, and just does and does what you say because of that. And that's a fucking slave. And that's the problem. You think that we're here to fucking serve you? We're not here to fucking serve you. Now I get it. It's a different day and age, so whatever. You don't have to fucking serve us neither. But God damn it, there's got to be some kind of reciprocation at some point. You know?
Well, the market will definitely self-correct. The thing is this.
Notice how she can say, hey, we don't respond well to this, we don't respond well to that. But as soon as you tell them what the fuck you don't respond well to, they don't give a fuck.
Because this is the reason why KS his channel blew up like it did, was because it was just saying, yo, fellas, y'all need to make more money for hoes. See,
that shit blew up because people weren't used to hearing a fucking black man telling women what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Even if some of that shit that he said was fucking off the wall, nuts, and all of that other shit about six figures and this and that, you know what I'm saying? And just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of that shit was, but like I said, the problem was who the fuck was saying it. It wasn't what was being said.
But check this out though. All right. Do you think that you suppose? Okay, let me ask you this question, NT. So you become a better man, right? So what makes, I would say, a good woman for Auntie? I mean, soup to nuts. Give it to me, bro. Does she got to be a virgin?
Nah, bro.
No. Listen to me now. Soup to nuts. Let me know.
Oh, let me get from outside. What you say, bro?
I said soup to nuts. What's a good woman for you, bro?
Nah, just one that adds balance, reciprocates. You know what I'm saying? You want to tell me how you feeling and what's going on? I'll listen. I'll try to adapt and I'll do my best to adjust. Well,
I mean, what? Does she got to be traditional? She got to cook, clean? What? I mean, the whole nine, bro. Because
like I said,
for me, it's different for me than it is going to be for you.
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, look, I can cook clean for myself. I don't even think about those types of tangible things because I'm not gonna be with a woman that can't fucking clean and feed herself because hell, I can't. How the fuck do you survive if you can't clean and feed yourself? You know, okay. I cook and clean. You know what I'm saying, for myself. So I don't need you know what I'm saying, a woman that does all of that shit. Just one that fucking listens and understands. That's it. Listens, understands, and actually gives a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? She wants to be happy, but also, you know what I'm saying, she wants me to be happy too.
So basically, what you're saying is you have to be able to say something to her, and she don't make up what it is that you're saying in her mind. Like, you know, hey, let's go to the store. And in her mind, she's thinking, let's go off to fucking La La Land or something. You know, just going to the fucking store. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm just saying, this is why you ain't seeing me around this shit. This is what it is. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. This shit has been infiltrated by some bullshit. Okay. And as far as, you know what I'm saying, women calling into that show or whatever, it's the same reason why you see a lot of these women hanging out in these motherfucking spaces. Their goal is to to pretty much fake it. I'm not saying all of them are like that, but you got a good portion of that shit. They ain't trying to fucking be a wife. They just trying to snag, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get wifed up. So that way, once they get wifed up or whatever, they can pull their motherfucking mask off and treat a motherfucker like shit.
Ooh. You know? Sugar bomb, you ain't got shit to say to that, huh? Because that's what's been happening. Now, see, okay, so for me,
or whatever, maybe there's a certain man they won't fucking treat like shit. But hey,
look, bro, look. We've been seeing, and this is whole culture. This is whole culture.
Man, those women want the wedding. They don't want the fucking marriage.
Okay, so understand something. And this is another issue that black men got to deal with. Because we've been marrying hoes since we got off that damn plantation. Now think about this for a second. A lot of those women were sexually accosted, forced to have children, so forth and so on. And how many of those dudes married those women? You see what I'm saying? So yes, the treatment. See, you got to understand something. Most men around the planet do not mess with women who have already had sex with another man. We've been conditioned to do that just by sheer of our history. We won't ever say, listen, you're not a good chick. You're not a good, clean chick. And in today's society where women have more control over their bodies, they're simply saying, I can have sex with whoever I want to have sex with. I can have as many abortions as I want to have. Okay, and nobody shouldn't tell me nothing to do about it. And even when I run my body ragged, you should still pay top dollar for me. We are the only group of men that are having to go through this shit. And not only do you still have to pay top dollar for me, I'm still going to give you a line of bullshit and be willing to fuck your life up even more. This is what we're getting off the shelf.
No, but if you don't take that shit and smile and say thank you when you get fucking bullshit, you get told you're not a good man.
Now, here she says, who says that you're a good man? We get to say that we're good men. Men get to say that we're good men.
Y'all know goddamn well I'm gonna tell you why. Because if that were your motherfucking brother or your father doing the same goddamn shit that most of us do, you'd have no problem saying he's a good man.
He's a good man. You see that? See, Sugar Bomb, the problem is this. You don't understand, and a lot of women, I'm happy that you're here this morning, because a lot of you women don't understand that this is a man's world. We build it. We get to decide. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to say, well, you don't have any decision. No, you don't have a decision. See, you don't have the decision. You want to know why you don't have a decision? Because it's men who decided, it was a man who made a decision to insert himself inside of another woman in order to make you. He made the decision. Because you could have easily wound up in a napkin. This isn't 1955. You are exactly right. This is not 1955. This is the year 1. And this is how it's been since the beginning. That's the problem. You don't like the fact. You don't accept the fact. And the fact of the matter is that American women need to grow the fuck up.
And on top of all of that shit too, it's not even just that. If y'all motherfuckers want equality and all of that other shit, or even just some kind of damn reciprocation, and y'all know damn well it's just like that. As soon as a dude decides he might want to fucking be nice or talk to some other women or whatever the case may be, just be nice to him, not treat him like shit. You know, all of a sudden that motherfucker's a dog. He's a player. He's this. He's that. He's not a good man. But hey, as soon as a man expresses that, hey, he might not like the energy that a woman's giving other fucking men, all of a sudden he's possessive. He's overbearing.
He's controlling.
He's insecure. He's controlling. Right? It's amazing.
Now check
that shit is fucking amazing.
And see, and this is what I love about women like Sugar Bomb. She says, you need to get back in the modern world. Here's the modern world, V, what's happening? Here's the modern world. The modern world is still the same as it was back in fucking year 1.
She can tell you what she does. She can tell you what she doesn't like. And hey, it's just her expressing her feelings. You tell her what you don't like, and you're controlling, overbearing, right, possessive, insecure. Everything's fucking wrong with you.
Hold on a second, V. I'm going to pull you up here in a minute. Here's the deal. Sugar Bomb. If men did not protect women, there would not be anything that a woman could do to stop a man from taking access to your womb. If we didn't protect you from that. And here it is that you're actually thinking that you do that. Or that, oh no, he shouldn't do that. Well, if we didn't stop those type of dudes from doing that, there will be nothing that you can do. That's part of the problem. Okay? That's part of the problem. You think that you're actually doing that, and you're not. It's men who's doing it. Now, here's the deal. Listen to what she says. Oh, I've never heard Auntie talk about women like this. I'm shocked. Because Auntie's a good dude. And what he's doing is he's being ran over by hoes. Ricky Hood, good morning. Good morning, Ricky. Hey, V, go ahead, jump in here, man. Hey, long time no.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is afternoon where you are, huh?
Where? Yeah, it's afternoon. Say, where have you been? You didn't been here for a lot of time.
Yeah, man. I've been taking care of some business, man. I'm starting another company up here right now, and I gotta get some papers.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, man.
What kind of company you're doing?
So I'm doing some. This is what I was doing actually when I first got online. I'm doing some dispatching and brokering for truckers. Yeah, it's a good business right now. It's a hot business, and it should be around for a while.
Today it's well, actually tomorrow was Independence Day here.
Okay. So what do you got on the topic, man? Becoming a better man for what is it, worthless women or some shit?
Becoming a better man. What I can say about it, become a better man. Of course, the woman also needs to become a better woman.
Okay,
but
so
why the hell would they do that? Why the hell would they do that when they just don't have to?
Right. So tell us what that means, and why would they have to do it if they don't have to?
Yeah. You know, I'm not. I'm younger than you, but I think in relationship, both parties need to work on themselves.
Well, see, that's the whole point, right? Men are
Yeah.
working on themselves. Men are becoming better, right? But there's no acquiescence. The women think that a man should acquiesce to her, and that's not true.
That's right.
Bro, I'm all for reciprocation, but don't nobody seem to believe in that shit.
Man,
You
shit,
know?
man. I'm for acquiescence. I am a man, and in order for a
Look,
woman to fit in my world, she has to acquiesce to me. Period.
nah, and I can't even fucking blame you because that might be the only way that shit works. You know, because the other ways ain't working. They ain't working.
Yeah.
It's not. You know, and you know, men have been like fucking bamboo. You know what I'm saying? Where they bend and don't break for as long as I fucking have known, and that shit still ain't enough. So what else? What else is there to fucking do? You know? Because I don't even give a shit that they just don't care. I don't give a damn. You know? But damn, when you just don't see it, you don't see it. Like they'll sit there and talk to you like this is straight up reality. Like this is reality. And it's like, nah, bro, this shit don't make no motherfucking sense. And this
Look,
shit don't make no damn sense at all. And they're like,
so
well, whatever, that's my reality. So, hey, you better get into my fucking fantasy land or whatever. I'm just gonna shit all over you.
So Ricky Hood says that the man has old-fashioned talking points. Listen, the way of the world is still here. The world has been the same place since day one. It's been the same place. It's the same world. Okay? The only thing that we've added is technology, computers and shit. And because of all of these things that make life better, we're thinking that the old way of doing things is gone. The original way of doing things is gone. Listen, man and woman is still going to have sex and a baby is still going to come out. That's not gone. Okay? So, in the world that we live in, the nature of the relationship between the male and female has not changed. Men still go out and gather resources. And women still love the man who can go out and gather resources. Men still protect and provide. Women still love those type of men. They still love them. But what's the difference now? The difference is that men have given women. Hey, bro, I'm gonna let you up here in a second. Let me finish my thought. Men have given women complete control over their bodies, right? So that they can make their own thoughts, so that they can have their own thoughts and make their own decisions, which I'm all for that. But what's happening is that a woman is running her body down and thinks that thinks that it's okay to come into a man's world and run him down too. And so while he's building himself up, she thinks that it's cool to run him down into the fucking ground. That's modern logic. That's the modern world. That's the way modern people think. And the only thing that I'm saying is that shit doesn't work. Women do not have the right to come into a man's life and fuck it up. And think that a man is supposed to pay her for the privilege because she has a fucking vagina. Now, if you think so, that's the way you think. But I'm going to tell you this. The way of the world, women have always acquiesced to a man. The vagina has always formed itself to the penis. Period. But no, the way you're thinking is that the penis is supposed to change shape for the vagina. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. It's biology. But, of course, it's still caveman logic. It's still caveman logic. You're not going to win it. Look at Kevin Samuels, look at the outcomes. Notice the outcomes. How is it working? See, you want reciprocity as if this is a relationship or a partnership. It is not. It has never been a partnership. Women have always had to defer to men in order to survive on this planet. It's just the way it is. But no, you women want to be able to rest in your femininity. Grow up. Men want women. The problem is that you can't give a man what he wants and needs in life. So what do? What do y'all women do? Y'all say, well, I'm just going to give him some pussy and he should shut up. Girl, if he get to talking too much, I'm just going to put this in his mouth. No one wants your carp. Okay? The man like knock her on the head and drag her into the cave. See, you see the thought? You see, this is what I'm talking about. You say we go into the store and here she go off in La La Land. Because that's what you think. You think that a man's telling you only thing he wants you to do is listen to him. Now she got to be knocked over her head and dragged into a cave. You see that, fellas? You see that? A woman listening to you is like being knocked over the head and being dragged into a cave. But listen, if a man tells her you need a 650 credit score in order to buy this car, so go out there and go get a 650 credit score. Hook or crook, sink or swim. But if you ask her just to listen to you when you're talking, let it not be an argument. Let it not be a fight. If you just
that shit pierces the skin.
You see what I'm saying? No,
it pierces the skin.
It's like being knocked over the head and dragged into a cave.
That's in those times didn't drag women literally to a cave, but the metaphor is clear. What your point in terms of metaphor is very clear here. And in terms of like you said, in terms of bodies and mind, we are not so much different from the people that lives in the Stone Age in terms of in terms of brain. Maybe don't realize it, but yes, we do. For example, some colors could make us, according to psychologists, could make us can affect our behavior drastically,
right?
And other stuff.
You see, partnerships don't work. Really? See, today's woman, here's what really today's woman wants. Today's woman wants an accessory. Okay? She wants
money. She wants the money.
Well,
yeah, but then you can even give that. You can give a fucking lifestyle, you can give the money, you can do all that shit. And then when you do it, you're oppressing. You're oppressive.
Right. So
In other words, whatever you do, it's not matter what you do, you are always the oppressor.
Yeah.
So here's what it is. A man is just a physical handbag to a female. That's what you are. In this modern world, a man is like a goddamn something that goes on her keychain.
No, on a leash. Like a dog.
That's right. Like that's the keychain. Okay. And so you give her your resources. Now, think about this now. This is a woman who has fucked up her body. Probably since she was a teenager. Her mom and her aunties and her sisters and all them shits, they done helped her fuck up her body. Then when she gets to you, body's fucked up. But now she tries to sell you on the fact that she's a good, wholesome woman. And so you bite. And when you bite for that shit, here's what happens. Shit gets flipped all the way around. And now give her your resources because now you're supposed to pay her for the privilege of being in her presence. And then now she's supposed to be able to tote you around like you're a fucking ornament. Girl, look at him. I got him wrapped around. And all this dumb shit that they say. And all of this fucking la-la world. But see, even when they get that, it's not enough. You see? And guys realize this shit. And I grew up listening to this shit back in the fucking 80s and 90s. And then, guys, I gave you the whole world and look at what you did. She said, well, I don't want the whole world. I want the world and the moon and the sun and all the stars in the galaxy. See, that's what you call being a sucker for love. Being a fool for a woman. A woman loves it because it's part of a game. Look, I'm not telling, come up here, Ricky, because I'm not telling women what they want. I'm telling women what they've said that they've wanted, and men have given it, and then, boom, what do they get? What do men get for the privilege? Men get nothing but a hard time and a headache, and they have become better men for undeserving women. These women don't deserve it. For the amount that men have put in on this planet, these women do not deserve to even be able to walk. Listen, we've dominated the planet. Food on order through an app. They don't even have to talk to nobody anymore. This is how great women have it. They have protection on speed dial. They can tap on the phone that they can take them to anywhere and get reception. And they are still saying it's not enough. You know what I say? There's some unappreciative hoes. But what else can you expect from a hoe? But to be unappreciative. Because good women appreciate what men have done just as a whole. I tell you what, since all of these so-called good women who claim that they got it so fucking bad, drop them off into Ukraine right now. And leave them there.
I got a better idea. Drop them in Syria. Then they will really get what they deserve from behind and from anywhere.
See, they want to start appreciating these men, especially all of these men that went to the fucking military and made something of themselves, came back out, and now they're out here in the real world. And these women are here marrying men that's been in the military, having babies with them, just to get all of their benefits and still divorcing them. Yeah, and these are good black men. Ricky Hood is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Sugar Bum, you got a co-conspirator that just came up here. What's up, Ricky? Hey, we can't hear you, brother.
Welcome, Ricky.
Okay, sorry, I was on mute.
Okay.
I just listened to the show, and I'm listening to the same old talking points. Thank God you got rid of that list. And
we'll get rid of it.
Well, I thank God you put the list in your pocket. and you know my stance on a lot of your positions. So I think you come off too hard. I think you got a good point on some areas, but your approach is just way out there.
Ricky, you have great guys that's out here and that's putting in a lot of work, right? And these guys have become better men over time. Hey, Wacky, what's up, man? Real quick, I want to say what's up to Wacky. This is actually a topic. This is something that this guy Wacky said last night. That Kevin Samuels has taught black men especially to become better men for undeserving women. These women, Ricky, you cannot, please tell me, what have these women actually done to deserve these great men that's out here?
There should be nothing that they really have to do but just be themselves.
Oh, shit.
It's the women that choose them. I mean, it's the man that chooses the woman, and the woman who accepts the man. So they accept one another. I'm like, the problem is sincere. A lot of men get women that is for the moment, but really they trying to get a for the moment woman to last a lifetime, and they mess up. And it's just anybody, because it's women they get for the moment men and hoping that man is going to last a lifetime. But really that man is just there, maybe for a few months. And when you split up real bitter with one another. But in reality, you wasn't meant to be together in the first place. Not for the long term.
So these women turn out to be hoes.
And men turn out to be hoes too.
Okay, but here's the deal.
I'm throwing it back in your face. Okay. Women are hoes, men are hoes.
Okay. Yeah, but Ricky, hold up, man. And I get what he's saying. I get what you're saying, Ricky. But at some point, even if you got with somebody for the long term, there's got to be some kind of compromise, right?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so how in the hell are you supposed to get anything going with anybody when nobody of the opposite sex is willing to compromise, and you're willing to compromise everything?
Then you're with the wrong person. You're with the wrong person. The person you with the person you with is just there for that moment. They're not there for the long term. It's time to move on. Because if compromising is that difficult with that person, then you're with the wrong person. They don't want you.
And that's what I'm saying. Do you understand? Like, these people, all right? I mean, granted, and I'm always saying most of this shit is not gender specific, but the man talking about women right now, they do not, they will say that shit. They will pretend that shit for a few months, sometimes even years.
That is true.
But then the mask comes off.
Mm-hmm.
And you done lost your time, which is something that none of us can get back.
And that's the problem. When you invest time in a person, you think you're supposed to get a payout. But in reality, when it comes to another person, there is no other payout.
Well,
You
check this
can't look
out.
at another person and say, I've invested 10 years, I want to pay out. No, you just invested 10 years, and guess what? It's time to move on.
Well, and see, and
So,
that's.
hold on. Men ain't the
Go
ones around
ahead,
here
go
crying
ahead, go
about
ahead.
how it hurting me. They are. They're
I
the
didn't
ones
hear
that want the payout and claim they
hold
deserve
on,
the payout.
excuse me, I didn't understand what you said. You was being talked over. I didn't understand what you were saying.
My bad. I'm like, how many men you see around here claiming that they want the payout? These women talking about, I want the bag. I want the payout. You got to take care of me. You got to provide for me. You got to do this. They have no problem, and society has accepted that they get a payout.
Now, unfortunately, I can't change society, but you are right. Can't change society, but you can examine how people are being used in society, how people use in society to their advantage. And you're right, women do use society to their advantage. They use a lot of men, string them along, and they know in the end there is going to be no payout. They know there's going to be no payout. But for them, the payout happens every day because the man is basically doing what they want them to do. You know, pay their bills, take care of some other man's children or whatever. And I understand that women use men for a daily payout. But men don't understand also that they're being used.
Well, so and that's just it, right? Because that's what Wacky was talking about. Kevin Samuels has taught these men to go out here and to go be used. Hey, we got Mello. Mello, am I saying that name right? Go ahead.
Yeah. Good day.
Yeah, fire away.
Good day. Yeah. Actually, his phrase was women should allow men to use them. That was one of his final phrases.
Did I say that or somebody else? I don't know.
That was not you, sir. That was KS's.
Okay, because I don't remember saying that. Okay.
No, that was one of KS's final statements that women should allow men to use them, among other famous phrases. And I'm not here to disparage that man. I'm sorrowful about, how things can turn so suddenly for any one of us. And he had more to accomplish. And so I don't like it when anybody light gets put out earlier than what they anticipated. So I'm not up here to disparage him. I will state a fact. One of his last phrases that he endorsed is that women should allow men to use them. Now, in the interest of reciprocation, what does that look like? Anybody can answer that, of course, but I heard Ant specifically announcing reciprocation, which is cool. And then the host of the panel, he was talking about acquiescing. Can we can you paint the picture of what those two terms look like for each of you?
Well, I'm going to let Auntie go ahead and go first. Auntie, you still there, man?
Nah, me and Mello talked about this shit the other morning. Reciprocation is just like, damn, you want somebody to listen to what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what you're going through. Understand, adapt, adjust, try to provide some wisdom, some knowledge, rational thought, maybe a little structure and order to help to make your life better. And then when a man asks for the same thing in return, it's a fuck you. I don't want to hear it. You know?
That's sad, but it's true.
Everybody's got emotions, but mine are more important than yours. Everybody wants to be treated a certain way.
Yeah, like I said, it's very sad, but it's true.
It's selfish.
Everybody wants to be treated a certain way, but you better treat me this way, or else I'm gonna treat you how the fuck I want, or else that's it. Fuck you. I'm gone.
All right. I need to say something if I can. Let's not. Okay, so Ricky was mentioning that people don't want to be used, right? Now that's a good deflection, and I mean that respectfully. What the deal is that nobody's trying to hear that type of statement. When people have self-centered motives, they don't want to have that identified in their corner. Like, oh, I ain't got no motives. I just want to be treated right. And that would be a man saying that and a woman saying that. Everybody thinks that they're on the right side of things. And that's the problem. People don't have introspective, they don't have a sense of introspection. Like, exactly, just lay it out. What is it that you want? And can we deal with that? Now, the problem comes when somebody says fuck you, when you introduce yourself to expecting the level of reciprocation, be it sensitive conversations or whatever, and they just say fuck you. That's a person that just, look, the phrase choose better means a lot. It means a lot. Like, there has to have been some evidence that person was prone to flip out on you like that. And I want people to examine their future partners better. A lot of us, we're so caught up in lust or what we thought is love, but we're not actually looking at the character of the human being in front of us. If that person has acted like an asshole to some stranger, what makes you think they're not going to act like an asshole to you? You have to find somebody that's actually compatible. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me jump in here real quick.
That's definitely a point, if I may say.
Just real quick, B. Because you asked about acquiescence. Okay. And acquiescence, to me, is a pathway to fulfillment. This is, it's like we're talking about women here. And a lot of these women have dark black holes in their life that they're trying to have fulfilled by men. And this is one thing that we're not addressing. So KS did a good job, I think, in telling women to go get some help, go get some therapy. Because a lot of people need therapy, especially these girls out here, because they are basically soliciting themselves. All right. So, acquiescence. When a woman, to me, she goes to a man, and man and female, they're getting together. If she decided, okay, let me shape my life to fit this man's life. And if that's the mode that she's going into, chances are a lot of these women will not be with a lot of these men that they go out and have sex with. Because they're not going to do that. They're not going to shape their lives to these guys' life. Because a lot of them don't even like their life. They just want sex. They just want things. They just want resources.
And this is where I beg to differ about generalizing in that fashion, because we have to understand that there are women who are employees, and for whatever reason they acquiesce in accordance to what the incentive is. And so if you're saying that these women don't have an incentive to acquiesce, I'd like to hear that part of the conversation.
The only thing, so it's about what they're after. So in my view, the value system of the modern woman: 1, education; 2, money, getting the bag and the things that they can buy; and 3, access to sex. They don't care about anything else. All of those things benefit them.
It benefits everybody.
No. Relationships benefit everybody.
He's talking about this mysterious group called they.
No, not a mysterious group called they. It's women. It's the modern woman.
Since when is education an evil thing?
Okay. It's not an evil thing. What it does is that it only benefits them. This is what they value. So if there's no education, the whole system falls apart.
Wait a minute though. When was education and all that other stuff that you mentioned, when was that a bad aspiration? What's wrong?
When it only became, when you get an education was only meant to benefit you.
Education
All
is
right.
always meant to benefit the individual.
No, it's not just meant to benefit the individual. It's meant to benefit everyone that person comes in contact with, which means that it's supposed to be not only good for that person, but it's supposed to be good for society.
All right.
Women will
that part is true. That part is very true.
Master's degrees and won't even use whatever they have in a master's degree in. They won't even use it in their own household with the men and the children in the house. You want to know why?
All right.
Because they'll say, hold on a second. Because I've heard women say this. I don't get paid to use this at home.
Then you just listen to the wrong ones.
No, it's not the wrong ones. I've heard this.
That's a terrible person who said that. That's a terrible person.
Serious.
That's terrible.
Serious.
You know, I mean, why does she have a family if she's gonna have a jerk at? Like, is she stressed out? Maybe she does need therapy. I don't know.
Yeah, why would she not use her education to benefit our own household? That makes no damn sense.
Hey, Mella, I get what you're saying.
That doesn't make sense.
Hold up a second.
Yeah, that's a psychological problem.
I get what Mella's saying. And if this shit was just one person here or there, you can't go nowhere without running into this shit.
You can't.
That's a fact.
Trust me. This is one of the reasons why I ain't been live. I just been peeping in real life.
Well, I'll say this.
Like I can't run these motherfuckers into no burning building no more. These people full of shit. You know what I'm saying? These chicks full of shit. Full of shit.
Okay. What? Okay. I happen to agree that women are more aggressive.
And they in this motherfucking space too, pretending as if they know your motherfucking talking points. And trust me, that goddamn mask will come off.
Bunch of mind readers.
Trust me, I know this shit.
Hey, Auntie.
A lot of women are purporting themselves to be more aggressive than necessary.
All right,
absolutely.
Hey, we got angry snowman in the building. What's going on with you?
The answer, the question is why. Maybe you can answer that. Why is that women believe that they should be more aggressive?
It's to the point where motherfuckers can't even have this conversation right here in this damn space without wondering how the fuck that shit's about to make a woman feel. What the fuck is that?
Hey, check this out. We got a new panelist, man. Angry Snowman, go ahead and jump in here, bro.
What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Aunt Mella, Ricky, whatever your name is, Vigoda. What's up?
Thank you for saying whatever my name is.
That's my man V.
Yeah, I agree with Ant and the man, dude. First off, I don't agree with the man on a whole lot of stuff, but the whole education thing is supposed to benefit society as a whole. I mean, that is the whole purpose of higher education and higher learning, for one. It's not supposed to be a personal thing. It's supposed to be something that really does benefit, the societal whole. And like Ant was saying, you said it better, man. Go ahead, Ant. Get on it, man, because these women are crazy.
Whatever you get your education for.
These women are crazy. Okay.
No, whatever you get your education for. Look, I understand. I feel like this. If benefiting you happens to be your least common denominator, at some point, your goal should be to benefit society. That's how your education is going to benefit society. If I know that my goal is to benefit society, then naturally anything that I accumulate is going to benefit society too.
Right, but
it's
the problem with a lot of...
Hold up. It's just like a man or a woman who's, who's only concerned, primary, primary, goal is the benefit of his family. Right. It doesn't matter what, he might get a nice new car, but at the end of the day, that's so that he can get his family somewhere. Everything that he does will benefit his family in the long run. Okay? But when they say the education, it just benefits you, that's it. That's because you didn't give a fuck about society.
Well, not only that, Ann, if you think about it, not to really go down this road, but, a lot of women that are, getting higher education, the vast majority of them are single moms. They're getting it on, grants. that they don't have to pay back. That, you know, they're getting them under government programs that don't have to be reimbursed, and then they turn
And what's
around
wrong with that?
and then I'm about to
Men-
tell you.
men-
I'm
men
about to
are
tell you
providing
what's
it.
wrong with that. The
Go
fact
ahead.
that after you get that degree, you go into a completely, totally different field other than what you just spent 2 to 4 years in school studying. So why'd you waste your time?
Well, hold on a
Because
second.
sometimes the jobs ain't there. I got a degree and I've never got a job in my field.
Well, hold on.
A lot of people
I
don't
did the
get-
same. I did
like
the same.
there are people.
I had to get the job
Yeah,
that had
people
to pay bills.
But this seems to be a
Yeah.
reoccurring thing. It isn't just as simple as, yeah, I went to school. When I went to school, this is what was hot. And then when I got out and got my degree, you know, they weren't really wanting people. You got a bunch of single moms going to college, getting things taken care of and provided for them. And a lot of them, the majority of them, are not going into the field that they studied.
Well,
Because
let's-
Do you
you
have
don't need
examples?
that. Only thing you need is a degree
Well,
in order to
well,
get some of these jobs, not the field that you study.
Let's.
I'm just saying I don't want to go too deep into the, you know what I'm saying, down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? The problem
I
is,
wanna answer
and
that
even if
question,
y'all
though.
want to
Go
talk
ahead,
about
Anthony.
the whole Kevin Samuels thing, because Kevin Samuels is hashtagged in this shit. So look, the issue isn't a woman getting degrees in education, is what you think that degree and that education entitles you to. You
There
think
you
that those
go.
degrees in education entitle you, it puts you above a man.
And it
You know what
doesn't.
I'm saying? Granted, when a man has all of those same things, you're like, nah, we're supposed to be equal. But when I get that shit, I'm above you. That's the goal. That's why shit's not fucking working. They think that shit entitles them to something, or it puts them somewhere, or
It
something
does
like that.
entitle you
Damn,
to
I
a
wish
better
Mela
job
didn't leave.
opportunity.
Hey, yeah, better job opportunity, higher income. You know what I'm saying? A better understanding of the world. It's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to give you a lot of different things and legs up. But when your only goal is to now become a man's oppressor because you feel as though a man was oppressing you, that shit is fucked up.
Preach.
That's all I'm saying. That shit is fucked up. And right now,
Definitely.
that's what's going on in society right now, is they don't want to better themselves. Their only goal is to fucking oppress you. That's it. There ain't no motherfucking equality.
That's the feminist dream.
They don't want to be on your level. They don't want, hey, okay. And as men, we done tried to do that. Like I said, look in these damn spaces. They over here. And it's cool. We'll open up the conversation. We'll have it with them. We can't go over there and do that. They ain't having that shit.
And all right, so fellas, so
They don't want to hear what the fuck we gotta
Well,
say, even if
and
we
it's-
making sense.
You know, and as far as Sugar Bum's last comment that she just made, all I'm going to say is to that is, you give me one civilization, one thing that women have done to benefit society. What have they built? Because the truth of the matter is everything that women actually sit and enjoy the benefits of were built by men.
okay, so what have women did to benefit society? Well, they agreed to some extent to have children. That benefits society. So I'm not gonna totally erase.
I'm not trying to erase them either.
I think the conversation has gone to the point where I can't participate anymore. Y'all have a good day.
You take care, Ricky.
Have a good day.
All right. So that's kind of like the issue, right? That's kind of like the issue. I'm not gonna totally discount women and the value that they bring to
women bring value to
our lives.
Women actually
When
bring
women
value
have the
to a nuclear
ability
family.
to bring value.
Right.
The question is, will they actually do it?
Right. And
Because if they brought value to your life, that might make your life better. And why the fuck would anybody want to do that?
And check this out. And so to stick with the topic here, right? We men are steady advancing and we're steady doing better. And what Aunt T continues to say is that the women are not bringing the value. Like, what of value are you bringing?
Their attitude.
Right? Remember, What was people saying a few years ago? What are you bringing to the table? Look at what I'm bringing. What are you bringing to the table?
Well, okay. You hear it all over the space, the man, because you hear women all the time talking about how a man's supposed to pay for this, take care of that, provide this, that, and the other, and the third, while they just put all their money and shit in their own pocket, and they're supposed to, not supposed to bring anything to the table.
Well, let's even say that they put their own money in their pocket. Let's even say that they do that. A man would be getting a shitty deal, and he's a dumbass to sit down at a table with a female with a nasty fucking attitude. And see, and the other part of it is this. It's like I continue to say, fellas, 3 reasons why she's here. One of the most important reasons, especially as a man, what a woman is supposed to do is that she's supposed to take the relationships that you forged and make them better.
Call me old school, but I've always thought that the 3 main jobs of a woman is to be first a wife, second a mother, and third a caregiver.
Okay. So let's take this whole wife deal, right? Outside of sex, what is a wife, and what would this wife consist of doing?
A wife is a partner, if you think about it in some degree.
That's a fact. Partner. She's supposed to be, basically the co-captain of the ship that you guys have created together.
She's a partner until it becomes a partnership.
Right.
And then fuck that. You don't want to be no fucking partner no more. Fuck. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That means I'm supposed to do like give equal value or do the same shit for you that you're doing for me. Get the fuck out of here. That's the attitude that we've been getting. That's the attitude I've been getting. That's the attitude I see everybody else. That's why this entire space was created. So motherfucker can't tell me I'm out of my mind, batshit crazy.
Okay, so I don't think that your wife is a partner. I don't think so.
I know that's not the case.
Okay. Now, here's the reason why I don't think your wife could be a partner. Because the things that you do, right? Just think about this for a second. Since the time we came out of the womb, we've been conditioned to gather our resources and how to go ahead and distribute those resources, however which way that you were taught. Okay? Some methods may work better than others, right? Some methods may not work at all. However, this is what we've been conditioned to do in order to go into manhood, right? The deal is that as your business goes, so is your house. So, give you an example. If you own and operate a business, your business and the people that work for you are designed to make your name and what you created look good. Right? So that you're carrying your good name. It's out there in the world, business. Giving people the goods and services that they need or want. In your household, these are your employees out there in the world, your wife, so you have employed her to do certain things. You have employed her to have babies by you, right? And she is supposed to make you look good to those babies, to your children that you have to discipline and that you have to teach about this world. It's the same fucking world. It's been the same way since day one. Now, you got to go out here in this world and you have to tell your children this is a cold, cold place. So my job is to prepare you for that. My job is to prepare you for that. Hold on a second, Trip. I'm trying to bring you up. So with that, a woman is supposed to take the relationships that you have with your children and make daddy look good. She's supposed to be the softer side of Sears. That's what she's supposed to be. You have family and friends. She's supposed to soften them up to you about you. No, these women want you to come along and like the family so that the family can like you. No. Your job is not to make her job easy.
It's the other way around.
It's the
Really?
other way around. This is this modern bullshit. This is it's a perversion. I'm trying to bring y'all up. Just give me a second. All right.
I mean, if you think about
What's
it.
happening, man? What's happening, man? What's
Yeah,
happening?
what's happening?
Hey, what's happening, man? But
Fellas back.
what's going on, man?
Hey, yo, we eating them alive, man. Being better men.
Bro,
Undeserving.
Check
Undeserving
this out.
women, bro.
we
Right.
talked about it, and we talked about it last year. I mean, like last night, man.
Last night, bro.
Unfortunately, Kevin is a martyr, but this information that he gave away is not going away.
You all slinging the wrong
Hey, hold on,
type of
hold on.
words
Hey,
around.
let me talk. Let me talk. You know, hey, listen. A lot of you women, y'all, hey, listen. You think you're clapping, you're stomping your feet. You think it's happy. You know what? By him dying, that shit made that shit even worse for y'all. Because there's gonna be people that's seeking this information, and they're gonna see y'all dead ass wrong. Especially black women. Come on, man. You guys are already at the bottom of the fucking barrel.
Okay.
When we really analyze, hold on, man. Hey, shut your mouth. Hey,
I'm glad you have these fantasies. Okay.
No, okay. Hey, listen. Hey, no, you know what? You ain't gotta let me. Hey, I ain't gotta tell it. The results gonna show for itself. You guys already been digging your own hole. So you know what? The hole's gonna get even deeper. Like, come on, man. Fuck wrong
Yeah,
with
here
y'all,
comes
man.
the prophecy. Right. Okay.
Yeah, hey, fuck wrong with y'all, man. Y'all getting degrees and shit. Guess what? Other women are getting degrees too. They're getting the degrees at faster rate than you guys. You know, like you. Hey, you know what? You're the slow kid. You're the slow kid that's doing a little bit better than the other slow kids. Come on, man. Stop fucking
Is
around.
that right?
Well,
Go
first
ahead,
off, I just want to say that I think it's absolutely disgusting just in the amount of time that we found out that Kevin ain't with us anymore. How many people are celebrating his death? That is absolutely
That is disgusting.
But man, we talked about this shit. How many black women got motherfuckers set up to get killed? How many abortions did they have? So you think we gonna get any empathy from black women?
I was hoping this
Fuck
wouldn't be
wrong with you,
morbid.
man.
I was hoping this wouldn't be morbid, but
Fuck outta
you
here.
introduced to the hosts of the panel. You introduced a word called employ, right? You employ the woman that you bring into your situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a chance that you meant to use a different word?
No, because the word employ means to help, to seek help.
No. That means you're assigning someone to work and you pay them for it. That's what employ means.
Whoa.
Oh no, hey man.
Wait a second. No.
You're not the white man.
Hold on a
You're
second.
having trouble understanding the word.
Hold on a second.
So what I wanted to introduce.
Wait, Mello. Wait.
I didn't say that for you to get defensive. I wanted to introduce
let's
scenario
analyze what it is.
that you all can relate. Wait a minute. This is important. It's about. Remember the War of the Roses? Remember that?
Mello, let's talk about what you just said at first.
That's why I was bringing up the movie.
Let's talk about that. Say again what you mean and to employ. Say again what you just said. Say it again.
According to the Google definition, it is to assign someone work and pay them for it.
Okay. So a man gathers resources and he has.
This is not my opinion.
Hold on. So a man gathers resources, right? He gathers these resources, then he gets a woman. Sticks his penis inside of her to have a baby, right? That means that he assigns her a job to have a baby. He uses his resources to take care of her and the children. He's paying her. It's not his fucking job to take care of a woman just because she has a vagina and doesn't do what the vagina is supposed to be used for, which is have children.
Okay, on another note, which is similar to your idea.
Address that, Mello.
Okay, what?
I have a question
Hold
for
on,
the lady,
man.
if I may ask.
Hold on, V.
Hold on. There's no need to be aggressive with me. I come in peace, believe it or not. Okay?
Hey, it's a celebration, bitches. It's a celebration. It's a celebration.
Address the fact that a woman's job is to have babies.
Yeah, because
there are infertile women. What about that?
Merriam-Webster's definition of employ. Their second definition, after the first one of to hire someone, is to vote or to direct toward
The
a
second
particular
of the
activity
first
or
of the
person.
third, then the pronoun and the adjective.
Dude, words have more than one definition. You realize that, right?
You're looking to be agitating, and it's not necessary. I'm actually.
Boom, Melody, you gotta let other people talk.
What the fuck, bro? She was asked 3 damn questions, bro. She didn't get to answer one of them.
Man, hey, listen, man. Hey, what we gonna do?
This is the unnecessary stuff that is difficult.
I'm just listening on mute, dog. Like, she ain't got to say shit. She got cut off like fucking 4 times trying to answer 3 different questions.
Okay, so Angry Snowman, so everybody.
I didn't even ask a question. I just gave the second definition of what employment.
I'm starting to think they're getting off on it's like, you don't have to attempt to agitate me. I'm not mad at you at all.
No, we're not mad at you either.
And I'm not trying to agitate. What I'm trying to point out is, everybody is guilty of doing this. They'll look up definitions of words, and they will only spit out the definition that suits the direction of the argument or discussion they're trying to make. They won't give all definitions.
The man said employ. I typed in employ. It gave me the definition. It had nothing to do with judging him. Stop making something out of nothing.
We're not.
We're not. The same response that like women give us with that with that sign language. Men have developed that same shit. Like we're that sign language I use, that shame, insults, and guilt, and the need to be right. A lot of men have developed something very similar to it. You're just going to have to accept that, especially in the manosphere.
What I wanted to.
The manosphere is fucked. Triple. The manosphere is fucked. This shit is all, bro. This shit has been infiltrated by some phony ass motherfucker, bro. Real shit, Triple, and you won't even disagree with me on this. I know you won't. This shit has been.
One at a time.
I agree with Auntie because I'll have to agree with Auntie only because it's due. Hold on.
Let's look at it for a second.
You and your trained monkeys are gonna have to get that work. The simple Avengers that come and try to save you,
and that's
your
the problem.
Monkeys are gonna get that work now.
And that's the problem. It's because of our attitudes against one another. It's destined to implode. And I'll tell you in a way that might be more comprehensive to the audience, not necessarily to you guys. What I found is that when there's, as Auntie has said, no reciprocation, which means reasonableness, there's reasonableness that has to be employed. Okay. If you want to use that word.
Moral high ground.
Man, are you really this janky? Are you really this janky? For real? This how janky you are?
Well, we got the moral high ground. You don't.
So anyway, as I was speaking,
good morning, 12.
It implodes because there is no reasonableness on both sides.
So who made it that way? Who made it that way, Mel?
Well, that's what I'm getting. Wait a minute. I'm getting ready to explain the blame game. I'm getting ready to explain the blame game, okay? This is how it goes in a way that the audience can comprehend it. There is a story that has turned into a movie called The War of the Roses. As it begins, they were all so passionately in love. He had a job, and she was assigned to use her vagina to give birth to children. They came across a house that was run down, dilapidated. He could afford it. He bought it, and she was assigned a job not only to utilize raising the product of her vagina, but also make sure that the house was impressive as he developed his career, so that when he entertained more opportunities of further growth in his career, that he could take advantage of it, because they're so impressed with how he lives because of the effort that she put in to make sure that house is impressive.
Okay.
Yeah. And I agree.
I'm waiting for the punchline here, Mella.
But even Mella remembers that movie.
Hold on, Auntie. Hold on a second, bro. I'm waiting for the punchline, Mella. All right, she's coming back. Let me get her on there.
Hello? Okay. Yeah, I guess 5G turned into good luck with that. But as I was saying, as time goes on, for whatever reason, and this is the problem, for whatever reason, she didn't like her husband anymore. And that's what I find the problem with. Why did she renege on the commitment? Like, what was that about? And so I'm not sitting up here just, holding my pom-poms for women. There's a statistic that women divorce men for a reason. And I'm just trying to figure out what is the underlining selfishness that you men claim women have. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to sit up here and try to dog you brothers. No, it's not about being a hoe. She wasn't trying to fuck nobody. She just didn't like that motherfucker no more.
I would roughly say no. It's not about who she's trying to fuck later.
She didn't like him anymore.
Mella, here. The problem is that men are marrying hoes.
Well, the question that hasn't been asked.
Tell me about it.
Men turn into assholes. Okay. Once they think they have leverage, they turn into assholes, and that's the problem.
First of all, men spend their lives. Hold on a second, Trip.
Men can't be trusted with leverage. You turn into assholes.
Are you serious?
Okay, no.
Come on.
Mella just said a fucking mouthful, y'all. All right, now here's the deal. Here's the issue with that. When you think somebody's about to turn into an asshole on you, or a motherfucker's about to fucking turn on you, or whatever the case may be, that's fucking human nature. You turn on their ass first. And that's what the fuck is happening. They think you're gonna turn into an asshole, so before they even let you fucking do it, they're gonna be a total bitch to you.
Okay, so slow down right there. Wait a second, Mel. Wait a second.
No. Because for the most part,
but that don't even make any sense because they think you're going to turn into an asshole. I'm going to turn into a bitch on you, and I'm going to make shit worse than it already is.
And that's what's going on.
Real quick.
Auntie, you got to get somebody else the floor. Go ahead, Trip.
Let me address what she just said real quick. Like, she was talking about a disconnect, right? Do you not open your eyes to see? Like, let's talk about KF's show, and you want to talk about a disconnect? Okay, if somebody that's 400 pounds or 300 pounds with three baby daddies seeking a man,
ain't nobody talking about that, man.
Let him finish, Mella.
Wouldn't you say that person is disconnected from reality?
Yes.
I know a husband is not sitting around watching his wife go from 130 to 400 pounds. That's crazy.
What the fuck you gonna do about it?
We're not. I mean, but you're talking about the default of most of these women that black men have to deal with.
It's the disconnect. It's a bag of trash. My theory on the disconnect is based on.
Bro, I'm not even.
Hold on. KS said
trash.
KS specifically said that women should let men use them. And this is where the disconnect is coming from, because you all don't want to understand the consequences of that statement. I should allow you to use me. Use me for what?
But don't women expect men to let women use them and their resources?
So let me jump in.
And that's the disconnect. Because women don't understand your side, and men don't understand women's side. Go ahead, baby.
I don't want to talk over you. Okay, I don't want to talk over you. So here's what I think about this. And I'm going to make 2 points, and then I'm going to let you guys go. One, relationships, I believe, turn bad prior to the male and the female ever getting together if the woman has slept with more than one man. Because now her body is now used to sleeping with multiple guys. And so once that hoism is turned on, it's always going to be like that. So in
virgins divorce their husbands all the time.
Hold on a second. That's true. But once she starts having sex with multiple guys, that's what she's going to be used to. One man is not going to do it for her anymore. That's one. Okay? So that's why I think marriages go wrong.
Well, look, the truth of the matter is in any healthy and successful relationship, both the man and the woman both use each other for things that the others can't do. That's what happens. A man and a woman that are in a healthy relationship use each other for things. I don't understand what the problem is in saying.
Well, here is what I get from that. Here's what I get from that, from a woman's perspective. Oh, a man gets to just use a woman and do whatever it is that he wants to do to this woman while he gets to go off and not be, this type of shit. Like, she's the only one now. She has to turn into some sort of victim, and a man is now victimizing her in the relationship. And this is why I keep telling y'all need to grow the fuck up.
Well,
because both the male and female, once they become a family, they are supposed to use each other. Because, listen, you are supposed to be a servant one to another, because ultimately your duties now become to serve your family. That's the problem. The women don't even want to serve their own families. Didn't we just say this? They go to college to go get degrees.
Modern people.
They go to college to get degrees and don't even use them in their own families. Because women don't want to be used unless they're getting paid for it.
Somebody got next?
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. Now, mentally disturbed women, that's a problem. That's a problem. And what I acknowledge is that the numbers are increasing. Like, it's becoming more and more evident that there are mentally disturbed women that are participating in these internet spaces and conversations, and that is a problem. There's a lot of emotionally bankrupt women in these spaces, and it's difficult to view women in a positive manner when you're bombarded. Like, if you spend a lot of time on panels, in co-ed panels, and you're bombarded with this so-called bad attitudes of women on a constant basis, it can, like, alter your perception of women. It can. And I won't even say what my idea. I'm just focusing on you right now. I'm literally understanding you at this moment. It is discouraging to think that the majority of women that you've encountered on panels are self-centered. That's discouraging. And the self-centeredness comes from who, God knows, whatever. That is for them to be counseled about in order to reconcile for themselves. In the meantime, we've already been exposed to their dysfunction. And I understand how discouraging that is. Now,
go ahead.
I'm not here to defend, okay, women. I'm not here to defend men. I'm looking at things objectively, because what I try to do is I put myself in somebody's shoes.
Hold on, Mela. Somebody got YouTube playing in the background. You guys have to mute up.
That's dude with the cupcake. He keeps flashing when she's talking.
Okay, to do with the cupcake. That's cold.
Yo, if you just muted me, man, done. Unmute me, because I'm not near my computer. I can't unmute myself.
You're unmuted, Ant.
Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't have heard me if I was muted. My bad.
Right.
I don't know if I'm muted or not.
That was kind of funny.
I got
man.
my headset on.
I have a question for the lady.
You did a wake and bake like I did this morning, didn't you?
Yeah, I have a question for the lady. That you mentioned War of the Worlds that's also a name of a historical civil war, and in those specific civil war, women would chop off the genitals of the in some cases of the defeated knights. So I thought for a second that you meant a death or something.
No, I'm talking about a movie at the theaters. I'm not talking about anything
Probably
more.
those were some of the first feminists.
The
No,
thing about
see-
that movie,
see, no, yeah.
Mela, 1 second. What I wanted to mention, the thing about that movie, which is one of my favorite movies, when that man tried to do everything he could to save that shit. Everything. She
Somebody
wasn't
got some
having that
serious
shit, man.
background
she
noise.
she reached a point of no return, and it was sad because she wasn't even she just wasn't willing to reconcile with whatever he did to piss her off in the first place. Like
She wasn't willing to compromise. There wasn't no. I just remember the movie. I didn't see any theater
But
play or
what-
none of that shit. There
what
wasn't
did-
no adultery or none of that shit involved.
It
See,
wasn't-
when you
You know what I'm
guys
saying?
talk
There
about
wasn't any,
War of
like,
the Worlds,
physical abuse. There
It
wasn't
was
any
some-
of that shit that you saw.
it was
I don't
it
even
was
know what you
something-
guys
There
are.
was something.
I don't
It
even know what
was
you guys are
something
talking
he-
about, because when I hear War of the
something he
Worlds, I
did.
think of the book.
that pissed
No, War
her
of the
off,
Worlds.
and she just never relented after that. Like
Did
she was not
never
looking
even
back.
mention what it was?
No, she didn't. Other than the house,
That's it. She
was
just
like,
wanted the house.
she wanted the house.
She never one time in that whole shit said, "Look, this is what the fuck you did, and I can't come back from that." She never even one time said that.
Yeah, they were actually barking at each other about he's saying I bought the house, and she's saying this house wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for me. That type of thing, right? He said
Yeah,
I
that's
bought it
what she
because
was
you
doing.
saw it. I could care less if we bought this house. You're the one that wanted this house.
Yeah.
And she said, well, now that this house has served your career and it's time for us to part ways, I want this house, and you're trying to take it from me after
the
all the
moral
work
of that-
I put into it.
The moral
So they
of that
just
story was, and I'm gonna give it
Yeah, it
right
was
back to
straight up.
whoever. The moral of that story was, how do you fucking keep somebody that won't stay, and how do you get rid of somebody that won't go?
Well, we'll see. The thing is that
Oh.
I see with what
I will
what
tell you
you're
how.
saying-
Please.
Hold on, because what
That's
I see
how.
what I see that is not being addressed is the fact that even though she stayed at home and maybe put the physical labor in to the house, he was at work working, putting in physical labor to actually generate the income for her to make that house what it is.
But
So
they-
they
but they
both
didn't-
they both put in work on that house.
Exactly. They
And
didn't look at
nobody's
it as
addressing it.
complimentary. Exactly. For
He was willing to share the
whatever
house with
reason,
her.
those characters. Absolutely. They didn't look at it as complimentary, and that's the problem. It's like, why couldn't they see each other for the benefit of being together? I didn't get it.
Mella, he tried. In that movie, he tried. She was like, "No, you get the fuck out."
That movie was about the danger of materialism over relationships. It showed when material possessions became more important than the actual person that you're supposed to love.
Man, that woman refused to compromise in that movie.
But let me, can I ask you guys?
Because
this
she would
question?
not give up her material possessions and know where he. And that's
Hey,
what
can I-
destroyed him.
Bro, he
They
just
got
didn't want
so
to give
evil,
her up. He
Ricky.
didn't
Hold
give
on,
a fuck about
hey,
that house.
whoa. Everybody mic is higher than Tripp's mic, so you guys have let
Let
him
me
chime
just
in.
ask this question, and I'll go. I've never seen the movie that you guys are talking about, but what you guys describing, and I'm not saying all.
And this is the one with Michael Douglas, you guys, right?
Yeah, Michael
Yeah,
Douglas.
War
Kathleen
of the
Turner.
Roses.
Yeah. I mean, this is perception. You know, I know a lot of guys are going to probably push back against that, but I mean, the way that the media or the imagery of Black women isn't that exactly how they are portrayed. And like when you go into a relationship or a partnership or whatever into a Black woman, don't you expect that sort of dysfunction to happen by default?
Because she's black?
Yes. Because the way that she's
Damn.
been. I'm just saying, it's just a perception. I'm not saying all
You
Black women.
tell that you want Tiger Woods and this white
You
woman.
notice it wasn't the white guy that asked that question.
You tell that to Tiger Woods.
I'm just saying this.
He's
is
definitely stuck in the woods.
hey, no, man. Materialism, unreasonable, lack of empathy, don't want to help, all about me. Who does that describe? in
Look,
the media mostly.
I've told you guys
Bro,
countless
that's
of
all
times.
women. That's
What
all
do women? What are these? What does the
Yes, in
what
some
No,
does
it's
the modern
degree.
not.
woman? Give me a second, you guys. What
It's
did I tell you that
not.
the modern woman values? Getting the bag and what it can buy. That's what she values. That's what she's gonna hold on to. She don't give a shit about a relationship.
And Mello, when I say that's all women, I'm saying that's all women of all cultures and genres or whatever.
In
That's not just,
America.
Definitely.
that's not just
definitely.
one.
When you say
That's not
all
just one
women, I know
specific.
what you mean.
Okay. Who perpetuates it? Who puts it in songs? Who puts it in culture?
Let's
Well,
let's
it's
put
black women
let's
that
put
does that.
something else out there as well.
Answer that
She was
question, bud.
pursuing.
Hey, bro, answer that
Hold
question.
on. She was pursuing a career. Now that I recall, she was pursuing a career as a caterer because all the dinner parties that she, had to get together for him to host in order to get promotions and stuff, right? She just said, "Hey, I'm really good at this cooking stuff. I want a catering business." And he thought it was stupid. And that's what pissed her off. Because he's like, "Why would you need to do that? You have everything you need. You don't need to work." And she was like, "It's not about me working. It's about fulfillment." And he was like, "Well, you should be fulfilled with what I already provide you." And I think that insulted.
Now I want to push back.
Her
It's just
sense
like my
of,
comment when I said the man is telling a woman what she want. He's telling her what he wants.
Give me a second, Rick.
he was
would
telling
he?
her
Why
what
would
she
he?
wanted.
Give me a second. There it is again. She valued getting the bag.
No,
and what it could buy.
no, she wanted fulfillment.
She
She
wanted
already
to do
had the
something
bag.
for
She
herself.
already had the bag. She already had the bag. She just said, "You know what? I want to do something more useful with my skills than catering to your clients. I want to
And
cater to
also
my
have a
own clients."
life that's her own without being given to her by her husband.
Wait a second. Her education, what she learned, what she can do for her damn self. Hold on, Ricky. What she can do for her damn self was more important, because that's ultimately going to bring her some money, by the way, was more important than what she could do for him.
She's already been doing for him.
And his relationships with others.
She's been doing for him for years, since the first time she stepped out and did for herself, and she was punished for it. She was punished for stepping out, but doing for herself that one time.
Ricky,
and guess what? She was good at it.
You don't understand. There is no her.
There's no more her.
There's no her no more.
It's no more him either.
Well, look. I'll respect.
There is no her.
I will respectfully
It's no
disagree
him
with
also.
that.
It's them.
What I'm saying is, look, the situation like that. If we're gonna talk about the dynamics between black men and black women and shit like that, for the most part, and most white men too, because we got one up on the panel. Look, that ain't even the case. Like, we ain't even got it like that. The point is,
no, we don't. I'm Jewish.
Yeah,
why you looking at me, a white man?
No,
I'm Jewish.
He's talking about me, man.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but
that's black Jews too.
Either way, my point is this: in modern society, we understand that. Look, man, we gonna have to compromise. She gonna want to do shit to fulfill herself, whatever. Whether that's education, whether that's her own business, all of that shit. And we cool with y'all bringing in that extra bread. That shit isn't enough. We still have to be treated like the shit on the bottom of your shoe and like it.
Right.
Or else there's a problem.
You know, to touch on that, you know, the one thing that I've noticed as a 43-year-old man is my generation of women, you know, all the way up until I met my wife, because she does not do this, is most women of our generation, they want to treat you like they're your mother and not your wife or your girlfriend. I don't need another mother. I never needed another mother. I already had one. And that's a major issue, is women trying to tell men what they're going to do, but then sit back and tell men how them as women are going to be as well. I mean, you can't do that. It don't work that way.
No, I mean, they want you to
wait
build
a minute. Wait. Are we talking about?
They want you to buy the land, build a house.
When you talk about mothering,
you should do.
But no, this is important. The mothering thing. What does a wife mothering her husband look like?
Come on.
I think he means just
anytime a wife tells a man what
talking
to
down
do.
to him and dictating to him.
Yeah, telling me I'm not going to go hang out. I'm not going to go do this. I'm not going to go do that. Making a man feel like he needs your permission to do shit when he doesn't.
No, but at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Hey, you are a controlling, nasty bastard if you do the same. In other words, they can do whatever the fuck they want to you, but if you do any of that shit back, you're the problem.
I think it's awful when people try to oppress one another. I think that's awful. If somebody wants to hang out with their boys, I shouldn't have a problem with that if that's how I met him. I met him hanging out with his boys. You know what I'm saying? So why would I have a problem with it? Well, now that we're married, you're supposed to be up under me. That's not fair. So I feel you on that.
Look. Even if he didn't have any fellas that he was hanging out with, and he got married, and he decided to have 20,000 of them, it should still be fine.
No, I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you change up, that's the problem. I married you as you are, and when you change up,
life
that's the
changes
problem.
up. Life changes up.
Hold on a second, Angry Soul Man. Ma'am, you are supposed to acquiesce to him.
He doesn't. Hold on. Even
if you don't like that term, the truth of the matter is,
compromise to each other.
I feel like this, right?
You're supposed to acquiesce to one another.
Hold on. If we married as Christians, right? No, if we married as Christians and then 3 years into the marriage, you want to become Muslim, that's a problem.
That's not a problem.
Actually, yes, it is, because he's going to do some fucked up stuff to the woman in the children. That's why.
If she don't want to be married to a Muslim, divorce. But that's not a problem.
No,
for the kid is the problem.
The truth of the matter is look.
The divorce is a problem. Yeah, divorce is a problem.
The truth of the matter,
you didn't get married to get divorced.
But you can't tell nobody spiritually what they can't spiritually believe.
Ricky. Because here's
if he's going to be a Muslim, then divorce is the best thing, if you ask me.
Hold on a second, V. Hold on a second. See, Ricky, now let's just say by happenstance that this woman comes into this relationship and she's a virgin. They get married as Christians, but he decides that he's going to go be a Muslim, right? Ricky says,
hold on. I gotta say this. He's gonna do this secretly, and his wife don't know.
No.
I don't see that. I don't see how that can happen secretly if his wife don't know.
No, let's just say he just wakes up one day and God tells him to go be a Muslim. I don't know.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Let's follow Ricky. Just follow this for a second.
I know, but the logic's not right. It don't work like that.
Let's just follow it. All of a sudden he becomes a Muslim. She stays Christian. She has a problem with it. So now she gets the divorce. Right? She's a virgin. What is she supposed to stay? Only married to that one guy. Now she's divorced and not.
She can stay. Look at in Islam, you can marry Muslim men can marry Christian women and Jewish women.
They can marry four women if you think about it, and they can have a concubine.
Yeah, and the woman don't have to, and the woman does not have to convert.
Don't miss the story. I'm talking about her having sex again. So, what is this sex thing supposed to look like from here on out? Is she supposed to never have sex again?
What are you talking about? Not having sex again?
The woman.
Well, it's just unrealistic to think that religious changes aren't going to cause a problem anyhow.
After she gets the divorce, is she going to go now have sex with another man?
Likely. It's more likely, right? Now, what does she become? She becomes a hoe.
No, she just remains a human being.
No,
and a grown woman.
We got different definitions of hoes. I believe hoes turn tricks for money. That's what I consider a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
A hoe is a promiscuous woman. We done already went over that.
I mean, and I'm like a hoe as a prostitute.
Have,
You
So
go
in
ahead.
other words, if she gets
having
so
more
she
than one
if
sexual partner.
she gets remarried and have sex with her new husband, does she become a hoe again because she got married
Yes.
to a new man?
Yes.
Was she a hoe when she got married to the first
So
man?
now, here is what you got now. You have a woman who
So in other words, every time a woman open up her crotch and get fucked, she's a hoe.
she's a hoe.
See, I disagree with that, man,
even by her own husband.
because my dude,
No,
my
not by her
my
own
wife,
husband. If
my
this
wife.
is the first man, hold on a second.
No, but I asked you if she open up and she gets fucked by her husband.
If she's only been with one guy, she's used to being with that one guy.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I'm not ever going to sit and say my wife was a hoe because she was with someone else before me.
She's a hoe.
No, she's not.
That's the very
You
definition.
You want to know why she's not a hoe? Because she's been with just me for almost 10 years.
Well, look, if she listen. If she's been with another guy before you, she's a hoe.
No, she's not.
She is.
I don't think she's a hoe.
Definition of a hoe.
Honestly, I don't think
I mean,
so.
I think of a
Multiple
hoe as a
sex
prostitute,
partners.
bro. I'm not gonna argue with you on that because I mean, I think it's not like a dictionary term. But
Yeah, it
whatever.
is.
Go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Go ahead.
It is more than one sexual partner. The problem now is
I don't think hoes fuck for free.
Okay, so whether or not they collect the money,
But
Yeah,
you
they
want to
definitely get
call that
something
bitch
for it.
promiscuous, dog? You want to call her a slut?
But
You call her whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
And to you, hoes who collect money for sex is a prostitute. That's a prostitute.
I'm just saying. I mean, I just.
So with that being said,
Pimps go with hoes.
So with that being said, what happens is that when you get married, you marry a hoe, and she's doing hoe-like behavior, and she's doing hoe-like goddamn things. This is the problem. You should not be marrying hoes. This is the whole fucking point. You want to get rid of biology for the sake of pussy.
You know, to play devil's advocate here, and I hate having to be the one to do it. What's your stance on men that do that shit then?
Okay. So let's play devil's advocate. Right? Guys go out, and here is where I agree with what's my guy's name? But he calls us hoe makers.
Jesse Lee.
Men cannot be hoes.
Why not?
Because
they're out pumping and dumping and knocking all these women up.
Right. And just like what Ricky said, right? Oh, it's cool that she can go out and she can get a divorce, even over the change of religion. Now, I know that there's Muslim guys and Muslims and Christians, they be married to each other. So religion should not be a reason to get a divorce. But let's just say, it's a lot of people who are accepting women out here, knowingly going out to go be hoes, and knowing that this whole like behavior is running rampant throughout this goddamn country, and people don't even want to address the fact that these women are hoes, and they are the ones causing problems. Hoe culture is fucking up America. Feminism creates hoe culture. Hoe culture is fucking up America. A hoe thinks like a hoe. She only thinks for her damn self. It's what dick that she can fuck on today and what's more important to her. That's it. That's whole culture.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think that men that go out and do that shit that you're saying that women are doing are just as guilty as fucking shit up. I'm sorry when it comes to that situation. Because look, I get called a simp all the time because I'm one of those men who are married and don't go fuck every other woman that shows me some attention. And I have no desire to. I don't have no need for that. Have no interest in it. No offense to anybody that does. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. But the truth of the matter, But the truth of the matter is why would I want to? Sometimes my wife can be the biggest headache I have. Why would I want to add to it by adding 12 more headaches?
Well, I dig exactly what you're saying with a little spoon, right? Now, let me explain something. I've been married twice. My first wife was a hoe. Okay. And she and I, we got a divorce. She went and got married again. And she got married again and she had a baby by a guy and she kept the baby away from the guy. Then she went with another guy, had a baby with him, didn't get married to this guy, but she's keeping the baby from him. Now, how do I know this? Because this hoe keep calling my mother and we ain't been together 17, 18 years. She's a hoe. That's what hoes do.
Now, see, me, what I call a hoe is my ex before my wife. Someone who wanted to go around and fuck all the time while she was in a committed relationship with somebody. That's being a hoe.
Okay, so committed relationship, right?
You know, truth be told, in all honesty, when we're single, we're actually... We have the ability to do whatever we want, men or women, but we also have to deal with the repercussions and how society sees us after the fact.
Okay, so here you go. You're either single or you're married. All of this other societal bullshit is bullshit. This is one of the issues that Kevin Samuels promoted that I didn't agree with. The whole idea of being a fiance or being in some sort of committed relationship or whatever the case may be. Listen, you either are or you aren't. Period. Okay? If you're married and you're fucking around on your spouse, right? You're an adulterer or an adulteress. Period. If you are fucking around before you get married, that's called fornication. That's what the Bible calls it. You see, but we're getting so far away from this shit to where we're trying to make this shit fit and it won't fit. The reason why it won't fit is because we are the same fucking people since day one. We have not changed. And what women want to do is that women want to make you believe the lie that they tell themselves. You're a hoe. Don't try to sell me some fucking bill of goods. My grandmother used to say this. Don't try to sell me a white blackbird. If you are a hoe, you're going to do hoish things. Now, if you want to be a hoe, that's your business. But don't come around me talking about, I'm $1 million hoe. There's no way I would pay $1 million for a hoe.
The only guy that will do that is Bill Gates.
And guys are out here buying $25,000 wedding rings and putting them on hoes. You have become a better man for an undeserving woman.
Well,
if
personally,
she's a hoe, she's not deserving of you.
I think it's stupid to put a wedding ring that costs $25,000 on any woman's finger. That's dumb. It's a waste of money.
That woman don't give nothing about you. She don't care two shits about you. Your relationships are nothing. You want to know why? Only thing she really gives a fuck about is how big your dick is. Because hopefully it was bigger than the last guy's so that she can have something else to feel. Here's who she's deserving of. The Pookies and Ray Rays of the world. And Pookies and Ray Rays, they know how to deal with hoes. Oh, yeah. See, the problem is that a hoe, what she tries to do is she tries to upgrade herself to a relationship status with somebody, and you don't know how to deal with a hoe because you're not a Pookie and Ray Ray.
That's something me and my wife have talked about, is the fact that it seems like most women are almost always, looking for something better.
They are.
Or even if they're not actually physically out on the hunt for it, they always leave the opportunity for something better to come into their life. They don't turn it away if it presents itself.
They don't. But at the same time, they go out there and they will fuck with a Pookie and Ray Ray. You want to know why? Because these women know that they're hoes and they know that they should be treated like a hoe. The reason why they don't like you is because you don't treat them like they are, what they are. as my man Denny Green said, they are who they thought who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. That's the problem. You keep letting these hoes off the hook because you're such a nice guy.
Well, I think that goes back to the fact that men actually, when they come out of the womb, are conditioned to protect and provide for women. That's what they're taught their whole life. And women, from the time they come out the womb, are generally taught to take from men.
Now, look at this. Mela. I love you, Mela. Mela says, brother, if you think that way, there's no saving you. No, I'm here to help save them. Because you hoes is out here destroying these brothers, and they have bettered themselves. Hadn't you heard Auntie all fucking morning? His heart is wrenching because he's bettered himself, and only thing that he's attracted is you hoes out here. And y'all coming around him with this hoish behavior, and Auntie is not a Pookie or a Ray Ray. See, I know how to deal with hoes.
Auntie can be an asshole sometimes, but he's not.
I know the best thing that comes out of her whole mouth is a dick.
Damn, that's harsh.
No, that's the way hoes are.
That's harsh, though.
Yeah,
because they're not deserving. They're not deserving of the men who go out here, collect resources, build societies, become part of. See, everybody that's out here. And you're a man and you're working out here in society. You are in the business of constructing and building a better world for people. Hoes are not deserving of those men. The thing is that hoes know that they're not deserving. They look at themselves, and once they become a hoe, you know what they say? I need to be punished. Because I know I'm a hoe. I know I'm a bad girl. I know what I've been doing. See, this is the reason why you can get women and they can go out and they can go get millionaires. And they'll say, he wasn't the right one for me. Because he didn't know how to treat me. You'll hear these women tell you, he couldn't tame me.
But then they bitch about a man that tells them what to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah, bro. About what you said about the woman in the Islam. When somebody is converting to Islam, in your case, then there's going to be a problem for the woman in many terms. Probably the guys that turn him to a Muslim will be more in his life, and that will cause a problem for the woman in terms as of their behavior. They are going to be way more violent to her, probably. And in general, they don't want I probably the woman will not want the husband to turn their kids into Muslims. So in that case, divorce, I think it will be a good option if talking doesn't work.
Well, check this out. Why do you think that other cultures and other groups around the world, they try to prevent the women from being hoes?
Well,
they like, look, you're going to marry this guy. You're going to be with this guy. If not, we're going to stone you.
Well, if you think about it, here, even in this country, there used to be a time when being a promiscuous woman was frowned upon and you were shunned from society. And now it seems to be celebrated.
Right.
Yep.
I'm just living my best life type shit.
Yeah, in the name of feminism.
Hot girl summer. Hot girl this and hot girl that and all of this bullshit.
I think this summer's fat girl summer, actually, man. I've seen some fatties out there that,
that's the name of the fat girl summer. The girl summer is the name of a movie or something?
No. It's just something that women do in the summertime.
Oh, it sounds like a porn movie.
Right. And that essentially that's what it is. That's what it is. And what happens is that a lot of women, they get rid of good men. They go out and they wreck their own households, by the way.
Yep.
They get rid of good guys.
Yep.
Right? For the sake of going out to continue their hoism.
Yep.
If that's a word.
and then ask the system and the government and everyone around them to provide everything for them, so they ain't got to be accountable for shit.
Yep.
Hey, we got a new panelist, Jackal. What's going on?
While sitting and cheering, I'm a single, independent, mama and shit. I'm doing it on my own.
Hey, listen. Hey, hold on just real quick, Jackal, before we bring you in. And they don't want us. See, that's why I said this is a man's channel. This is not for women, and this is not for the faint of heart. I'm going to keep it $150 with you. They want us to subsidize their whole behavior and think that we're supposed to pay for it.
I'm still.
This channel here is not for boys. This is not for boys who are still stuck underneath their mama's skirt. This is not what this is.
Well, have you ever wondered why they even call feminism? Because it does not create feminine women.
It does not. It creates feminine-like women.
No, it creates masculine-ass butch women that don't ever shut the hell up.
What I'm saying is that it's designed to make you think that these type of women are feminine. And it's not. Jack, go ahead.
Hey, good morning,
good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's good to hear from y'all.
Good afternoon.
Man, I caught what you just said. The best thing out of a whole mouth is that is the best line I just heard this whole week.
Dude, that shit was still harsh though, man. Damn.
Nah, it's facts.
That's nothing something I would expect Tommy to say. Shit.
That's the best fucking thing that ever came out of a whole mouth.
Yeah. Hey, I just realized a lot of the stuff that happens in our lives can be contributed because of a woman. And it took my best friend to realize that last week. Most men is homeless because of a woman. Most guys is homeless because of a woman. Most guys is in jail because of a woman or your baby mother.
Most men are broke because of a woman.
Because of a woman.
Right. Because and that's it, right? Women are an expensive proposition, and it's not guaranteed. You do not have a right to have a woman. You don't have a right to that. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's an addition that's an expensive addition. Let's read this what Mela is saying here. She says, wait, you do realize no one told you to be attracted to promiscuous women, right? That is true. No one told us to. But goddamn, boy, you see that fat ass walking down the street, you just can't help but to look.
Mm-hmm.
Projecting your underlying perversion is no one's fault but your own. Now, let me explain something to you. Looking at beautiful women is not a perversion. You're not a pervert because you're looking at beautiful women. That's nature.
Yep.
Okay? A pervert is when you're looking at a child.
There it is.
That's because you're not
Definitely
supposed to be looking at a child. See, so understand that this is not a perversion. It's nature to look at beautiful. It's natural to look at beautiful women.
And if it wasn't natural, women wouldn't have been exploiting it since the beginning of time. I mean, Jesus Christ, prostitution is the oldest profession known to man.
Known to man. Now check this out.
If I may add, guys, in Arab Muslim cultures in the Middle East and North Africa, actually they do look at kids, and actually that is in their culture or what you said, pedophilia. That's in their culture, so just want to add that, but never mind that.
All right, so check this out, right? What's a perversion is being a hoe. Nature and biology says that it's only okay for a woman to be with one man, okay? Now, anything outside of that, you're literally when you put another man's sperm into your body, you're putting more blood and all of this other shit that comes from other outside entities into your body you're not supposed to. That's what creates mutated genes and all of this shit. This is the reason why your kids are coming out dumb with swollen heads and all of this other bullshit. This is the reason why the babies are coming out with deformities and all this other bullshit, because you are having sex with multiple guys. Oh, and by the way, your vaginas are stinking. So we had to come up with douches and all this other shit because you guys cannot keep foreign men out of your fucking body. You're only supposed to have sex really with one guy. That's how your body was designed. I didn't make it that way. God did. Now, the other thing that she says is, and what she's talking about here is, she says that the Quran, at will violence toward women. No, thank you. Now, check this out. Uh, that's people in their religion.
I was going to say, I thought almost all religions allowed violence towards women, and it isn't necessarily at will. It's at, as a punishment for violating whatever code.
Okay.
Actually, if I may say, in the Quran, it specifically says that for the husband, that a way to solve his problem with his wife is to literally hit her. That's in the Quran, unfortunately. And that's why religious Muslims in Arab and Muslim countries are violent towards their wives.
Well, I've never read the Quran,
What it say? The way to solve the problem is to knock her out, huh? Oh wow!
But I do know, like, even in Christian religion, I mean, there's violent repercussions for
Yeah, but in the Bible you don't have. Shit. Yeah, but in the Bible you don't have specifically. It says for the man that in order to that the way to solve your problem with your wife is to hit her if she is not behave or something. That's and again, Christians and Jews and other Abrahamic religions don't beat their wives according to the holy book, but in Islam, you have in a lot of Arab and Muslim countries that phenomenon that the violence towards women, and of course that's without even talking before. That's even not even talking about the phenomenon that called. Let's see how it's called. It's right to remind myself. There's like I said, child bribes. When the Muslim marry little girls, and of course there is honor killing when a woman in the family doesn't behave very good. Actually, usually Bedouins do it, but never mind that. And of course, the circumcision of the women.
Well, okay.
But never mind that.
The one thing that feminism, in my view, what it took away was shame, right?
Not just shame, shame and accountability.
So, in my view, this is what has happened. Feminism created a culture of hoes. So when you get a divorce now and you go out and be a hoe, nobody looks at this woman as being a failure. Because a man is supposed to say, well, I'm not going to put my assets at risk. I'm not going to put my resources at risk. So why would I risk them with a failure? She's a failure. What has she deserved? What has she earned? So if she did it to one guy, she'll do it to me. Right? And so now she's going to bring her failureism into a life of my successes, which is going to cause me to become a failure. And this is how guys lose everything. And just like what Jackal was just saying, now he's in the shitter because he's with a failure. As if she deserved to be around you. So most guys like to take women to restaurants. 5-star restaurants. Right?
Only if they're paying for their own food.
What has a hoe done to deserve a 5-star treatment?
Nothing, that's what.
Nothing. See, an undeserving woman. What has she actually done to deserve to be at the finest hotels? What has she done? Nothing. This is what Kevin Samuels has breeded. Give me a second, V. Give me a second. I got a call. Hold on a second.
I didn't say anything, but where the snowman guy left? Well, like you said, we're waiting for him. So don't go away.
Hey, yo, V, thanks for the intermission.
Yeah, it's okay. So, you talked about feminists, but feminists, if you think about it in later days, what I'm trying to say that feminists, if you think about it, it's backfired on a lot of women. If you saw the news that a month ago about the transgender swimmer, Leah Johnson or Leah something, that if you saw.
Hey, look, everybody's over at Auntie's channel right now, which is cool with me. Auntie, he's always welcome. He's always invited me. I've always been a welcome guest on this panel. I don't have anything bad to say about the brother. I mean, I've hoped that that the brothers were able to pull up, and I thank everybody for coming on this morning. Hold on, can you hear me, V?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Got my man V on here, Ricky Hood, Auntie, Angry Snowman Mella, everybody that's been hanging out in the chat, my man Ray. Hey, it's been great. Sugar Bob. Hey, it's been awesome, right? I've always appreciated you guys. But here's what it is, fellas. And I'm going to say this because we are approaching the 3-hour mark. And like I said, I got business to take care of. So if I come on live, it'd probably be about 6 o'clock in the morning-ish. But here's the deal. You guys have to stop giving your energy to undeserving women. But the first thing that you must realize is that you're fucking with hoes out here. Now,
Tell me about it.
I'm not gonna I'm a dad, right? But I'm not gonna continue to preach to you. Just play it back. Just understand. When you're dealing with hoes, you're gonna get this type of behavior. You do not wife hoes. You do not treat them well. They're hoes. They're failures in life. Only thing that they want is your resources and dick. So they only really want to use you. This is the reason why when you use the word use in any sentence, what they're thinking about is how they use you. So V, give me your parting shot, man, so we can go ahead and get out of here, bro.
Yeah, you can put in your comments the channel of the guy that everybody is gone to.
Okay, yeah, it's just antique. You just go ahead and
give a link in your channel. I will check it.
No. Okay, so just
you know what? Give me in the private chat.
No. Only thing you have to do in your YouTube is just YouTube ANT T, right? And he'll come right on up. The reason why I'm saying this is because I've been having some technical issues with my system. So when I work it out, because I don't, it just will have to work out a little bit later.
Yeah. Also, like I told you, it's Independence Day. It was yesterday, so I will be happy if you call it. You can say to me Happy Independence Day, but never mind.
Happy Independence Day. Now, what Independence Day is this? Tell us what it is.
The Independence Day of my country, the 74 of my country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, happy Independence Day.
Thank you.
If you want to stay independent, you got to defend it.
Yeah. Also about what I told you, a good video that will show you my point that it's going to be dangerous for a woman to be with a Muslim man. A good video that can show it. It's the movie Without My Daughter. Now that the movie, it says not Without My Daughter. That's a movie that I very recommend you and to your viewers to see.
Okay, not without
about the subject. Yeah, that's about a woman that was married to an Iranian and moved into Iran with her husband and her daughter, and Yeah, you should see them how it goes, how it got in there.
You know
Anyway,
what? I think I stopped to watch that movie, but I thought it was a chick flick. It's
no,
not
that movie is a hardcore movie. It's
okay.
old, but it's good.
Okay.
It shows you it's gave you a reality check of what's happened to a liberal woman that came with her husband to Iran.
All right. Well, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Well, anyway, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful morning.
Yeah.
Bye.
So what time is it there for you?
Now it's 5 o'clock
5
afternoon.
o'clock. All right. Well, enjoy your dinner.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, V.
I had yesterday barbecue. So yeah. Bye.
Now that's interesting. Gentlemen, if you don't hear anything else, hear this. Right? There's a lot of propaganda, and there's a lot of reinforcement by women that will try to get you, that will attempt to get you to go down the rabbit hole of stupidity. And it's unfortunate. Now, what Kevin Samuels, what he did is that he acquiesced to women for money. And it's unfortunate because we see what happened to the brother. He had to work hard for a lot of money that he wasn't able to take with him. How about that? Now, I'm going to see it and I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm not going to beat this dead horse. I may be a one-trick pony. Right? You may have guys that come on here that may circle jerk. But this is a spot where guys can do that. Women have their spot. We have ours. And because we have that, because we now have a spot, we now have a space, come on anytime I'm on and get it out. Because for years, women have been brainwashing us to say, this woman's a good woman. Oh, why? Because she claimed that she's monogamous right now and that she ain't sucking another guy's dick that we know of. So what do? We identify. That's the first thing that we do. We identify what we're dealing with. We notice. We notice with conscious eyes. We use our consciousness to evaluate what it is that we're dealing with up front. See, the man is still in this time machine. You know something? There's a movie called Back to the Future. There's a few of them. It's a series. Right? And that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping that I'm able to do. Go back to the future. Because this shit ain't working. As Lauryn Hill would say, it ain't working. It ain't working. And y'all women out here, look. Like I said, if you're a hoe, that's your business. But guys are going to recognize what hoes are. If you're a hoe, if your mama's a hoe, if your sisters are hoes, your grandma's a hoe, if everybody's a hoe, then the males around y'all need to realize what the hell y'all are. Because the only thing he's getting is practice. But y'all practice, modern women practice deceiving men. We're going to practice, we're not hoes. Yes, you are. And every man that lives in a house with y'all need to be practicing on here is how you treat these hoes. And it's unfortunate that a lot of guys out here are fathers to hoes. And then still want the best for his daughter. She don't deserve the best no more. Fellas, if your daughter's a hoe, she don't deserve the best no more. Because the best thing that she could have did was listen to her daddy, tell her, baby, don't go be a hoe. Sugar Bone, I can't help it if you a hoe. But I'm going to tell all the guys, and I'm going to make sure every guy know that I come in contact with. Here's the problem. If you are a hoe, you don't deserve luxury and nice things. You deserve the basics. You deserve being outside, living underneath a goddamn tree next to the dog. Sweetheart, I am a homemaker. And, and that's bad on my part where I used to be a homemaker. And I try not to be a homemaker, but, So, fellas, with that being said, I got to get out of here. I got some things that I got to go and do. I got some people to do and some things to see. So, with that being said, I'm out. Sugar Bum, do you have any parting shots from the clouds? I'll give you one last comment that you need to, if you want to put up here. How about that? I guess hoes get a voice on this show. I hope you're not a hoe. I just hope you're not. But fellas that watch this show, that listen, y'all gonna stop being fooled by these hoes out here. Stop being fooled. Only fuck with virgin women. If she's not a virgin, then don't fuck with her, because you're only gonna have problems. So after the list of identifiers, and believe me, those identifiers on that list is able to we able to spot hoes just off the identifiers that's on that list. She got weave in her head, she's a hoe. She got on goddamn wig, she's a hoe. All that makeup, yep, she's a hoe. She eating at the restaurant, she's a hoe. Tight clothes, yep, she's a hoe. And hoes are problematic. All right, fellas, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all Friday, man. If I come back on, it'll be tomorrow, probably same time tomorrow morning. And, yeah. Hey, man. Hey, rest in power, KS, man. And to all of our other brothers that didn't make it that I don't know of, man. But, hey, peace. And I'm gone.